by experience with him. There's been a couple practices where he's just been super animated, and especially with the sophomores. It takes a while for those guys to learn how to practice. And he was right there with the coaches on ramping up the tempo, ramping up the energy. Even if he had to take matters in his own hands and be super physical in a drill, he didn't have a problem doing that. And the guys would learn from that and rally. So that's kind of the leadership and the culture that we're hoping more guys take control of, and the young guys can feed off of that.
Road game against Mount Vernon this week to start your season. I know you said a little bit earlier about jitters with week one and everything, but how do you prep for a non-conference team that you hardly see?
Well, you rely on, you make phone calls. I'm sure they've done the same thing to us. You make some phone calls to guys that have been down there and know what they've got coming back. You've got last year's film to see some of the athletes. The biggest problem we have this year is they got another new head football coach, Dan Mings, comes back after spending 10 years there in the 90s and 2000s. He took 6 Mount Vernon teams to the playoffs, and he's an old school guy that knows what he's doing. He's going to take the air out of the ball and run it some more. So you got to prepare for that. We know that they've added a freshman schedule, which is something they haven't had in 5 or 6 years since we've been playing them. So they've got lots of energy, lots of excitement. They've got 35 freshmen in the program right now. And that's only going to feed up and make it a little bit easier to play games on Friday night, too. So 7 guys returning on defense, 6 guys returning on offense. We definitely have our work cut out for us on Friday night.
Yeah, and with that being said, when you look at those schedules, being able to get off on a good note and be able to get off strongly, obviously, is pretty important for this team coming off of last year. I know you talked a little bit about it earlier, but what game are you looking forward to most on your schedule this year?
Week 1.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We make no bones about it. We got a lot of young guys, a lot of inexperience coming back. So if we can go down to week 1 and play well and find a way to get a victory, we always say that'll be a springboard, but just getting that out of the way and getting those game reps and being smacked in the mouth by somebody in the black helmet is big for our program right now, and we hope we answer the bell on Friday night.
Coach, it really felt – actually, let me try that again. Coach, last season it felt like there was a lot of defense. Your defense looked really good all season long, kept you in a lot of games. I know historically when Taylorville won a lot of games, you're seeing scores like 50-47. You're seeing shootouts. What do you expect out of the scores this year?
Well, I just hope we're on the positive side of those scores. When we sit down as a staff, we don't look at how many points we're trying to score. Obviously the defense is trying to pitch a shutout every time, but I'm more of a coach that's going to take what the defense is going to give us, and I'm going to try to take advantage of those matchups. And Coach Matier's kind of revamped his practice schedules and gotten a lot more physical and a lot more regimented on defense in years past, and I think that's going to pay off dividends. So if we got to win a game and score 50 points, then we'll sling around the yard and find ways to score 50. And if we've got to win a game and win 10-7, then we'll play staunchy defense and find a way to get a field goal in there. So, football's a crazy game. It's a great team sport, and we got to find a way to rally in all 3 phases to get it done.
You talk special teams, Coach. That was an area that you guys struggled in really bad. I joked out over the air that I could talk to Cameron Himes this, and if I talked to him, I guarantee he would say special teams was not his strong suit. I did see you guys kick some extra points in the game. You guys have an extra point kicker this year. It's got to feel good to be able to have a little bit more breathing a sigh of relief when it comes to special teams.
Well, special teams is always a work in progress, trying to find a kickoff specialist, trying to find the PAT guy. And Coach Dammerman is the second year on staff. We put some resources into helping him out, find those guys. And he's put in a lot of hours in the summertime trying to get guys, they're kicking on a regular basis. And the way we schedule our special teams rotations, we're trying to get those guys as many reps as possible. But some of it comes down to, when you go to Mount Zion and they've got a soccer guy that's dropping, 60-yard balls in the back of the end zone on kickoff, some of that's just God-given talent. And, we're trying to get there. We've got guys that like to kick and guys that want to kick for us. They just have to get, kind of catch up their skills with their talent level and then let us put them in the right positions to make plays.
I feel like that is always step one, having someone who wants to kick, and it sounds like you're well on your way in the special teams department. Coach, I know you're busy and you got to get back to game planning for this game. Anything else that you'd like to add before you go?
Well, I just want to thank all of our coaches and parents for, being there every step of the way. The coaches who put a lot of time in behind the scenes to practice playing and to go to clinics and to do all kinds of stuff to win games on Friday night. And their parents, obviously, with all the sacrifices they have to make and the extreme patience they have to have, when they watch their sons play and try to do well. So I want to thank everyone's involved, behind the scenes, our sports boosters, our community. I've said it a million times. It takes a village to run a football program, and I couldn't do it without special people right behind me and trying to work in lockstep together.
Sounds good, Coach. Well, we appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk to us today. And hopefully we'll be able to make this a weekly thing to talk to you about what happened and what's coming up.
Yep, I look forward to it.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach Jeb Odom talking to us a little bit about some of the great stuff that he's got going on in this season and some of the turnover that we've had from this Taylorville Tornado team. Obviously, lots to talk about, lots to be excited about, and we'll get to some of that as the game progresses. Avery Cooper. For the Mount Vernon Rams, who are some of the guys that we really need to be looking out for today, Abe?
Well, you mentioned it a little bit in the pregame earlier. Very run-heavy team. They list 3 different running backs and 2 different tight ends as starters. They do not list a wide receiver for a starter on this roster. So you're going to be looking at senior Anthony Lash and junior Navante Nesbitt. Those 2 are going to be a big part of the game, and then throw in a little bit of Ethan Rivera, the senior running back. Tight ends Deshaun Baker and Zarin Williams. And then, of course, the quarterback Peyton McMillan, who in an option run game, he's going to be the one that makes this work if it's going to work for him. So those are some of the players that the Taylorville Tornado defense really needs to pay attention to.
Right, and we know that there are some colleges that are very, very run-heavy. You think of Army and the triple option that Army runs as far as really being able to utilize a quarterback who can run, toss it, pitch it, and absolute worst-case scenario, throw it. And I think you might be running into a similar situation here where you might not have guys that are super powerful or super quick, but you've got a good, healthy choice of all 3, right? You got one guy that's powerful, one guy that's quick, and one guy that can cut. And should be an interesting challenge for Taylorville and one that we're really looking forward to today. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get ready for the start of this game as we are under the 5-minute mark. We already had the national anthem. We should be ready to go here in just a little bit as we get ready for Taylorville Tornado football in less than 5 minutes. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.
This is Jennifer Franken's daughter, Isabella. My mom's with the Kathy Garsh sales team at the real estate group in Taylorville.
I'm Ellie Keel, Brian's daughter.
And I'm Ava, Ashley's daughter. Our parents work together to help you buy or sell your home in Christian County.
I know my mom and her team have lots of experience in the real estate industry.
And they have a cool-looking office right on the square in Taylorville.
Come see my mom, Brian, or Jennifer at the Kathy Garsh sales team. They're trusted, dedicated, and connected.
Now's the time to order your new 23 vehicle or choose from over 400 pre-owned vehicles in our family dealerships. General Manager Bill Pinkston here from Landmark in Taylorville, your GM Superstore. You can now order your 23 model car or truck, including the refresh Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra. Let us help you choose what 23 will work for you, or let us find your next pre-owned vehicle from our family of dealerships. And yes, we will still buy your vehicle, even if you don't buy from us. Your GM Superstore is Landmark in Taylorville, online at landmarkintaylorville.com. And remember,
Operation Loaded Book Bag is on. The Christian County YMCA, in collaboration with Taylorville Memorial Hospital, and Dinner Season with Love.
Before the new school year, undetected vision problems can interfere with their learning. Go back to school in style and give your family's eyes the love they need. Schedule an appointment by calling 287-2020. Taylorville Vision Source, enhancing vision, enriching lives.
And welcome back to Taylorville Tornado Football. We are live here in Mount Vernon, Illinois, getting ready. As the 2-hour drive down here is going to be all worth it if we can pick up a big non-conference win as we get ready to go here for this game. As we have the coin toss. And Avery Cooper's alongside us as we get ready to go here. Big shout out to TommyTV, who's made the trip out here tonight. Glad to have them out here.
I believe this is their first road football broadcast.
Yes, yes.
They experimented with it a little bit with the 7th grade girls basketball championship over the winter. Now they're bringing that live production on the road to Southern Illinois.
Yeah, so we are extremely grateful for that and looking forward to having a successful year with those guys. And we appreciate, again, all the hard work that they've done all season long last year and will be all season this year to bring you guys top-notch broadcasts and bring you all of the great Taylorville Tornado broadcasts throughout the year.
Mount Vernon won the toss. They will receive. And the Taylorville Tornadoes will defend the side to your right on the broadcast dial.
Now, the way the field is set up, we are directly in front of the sun. The sun is on the far side of us. We're looking right into it. So we are going to be kind of blind there a little bit until the sun sets, probably about half an hour. We'll lose the sun. So
it'll be a little tough.
First quarter will be a little bit rough.
Stay on it, TommyTV.
We got it. But again, I want to thank our sponsors, Senior Citizens of Christian County, exclusive sponsor of the Taylorville Tornadoes, Extra Point, and Scrooge Coffee, who donate $10 for every Taylorville varsity football touchdown. And we are ready to go. I am excited. Hope you are too at home. I know we've been talking about this game for the last couple weeks now, and we are absolutely pumped and ready to go. And a lot of change. We will get you names as we can throughout the time here. For Taylorville, Taylorville's got a few weapons, right? We talk about Baron Odom and what Odom brings, but who are some of the guys? You know, we talk about Seth Hughes and the impact that he has on this team, but it's not just Seth. There's some other weapons on this team as well.
Yeah, offensively, you're looking at guys like, of course, Seth Hughes is going to be operating out the backfield. Miles Clayton as well, perhaps. Defensively, though, I really do think that that's going to be the strength of this team, led by William Blue, the senior. And he's also going to be out there on the offensive line of the left tackle, perhaps the most important spot on the offensive line, protecting the blind side of the young sophomore quarterback. And Leroy, they're lining up for kickoff.
Here we go. With a whole year of waiting for it, Taylorville trying to improve on their season from last year. Mount Vernon did not win a game last year. They're trying to improve as well. Finn Neiman will be the kicker for the Tornadoes as he gets ready to go. Nevante Nesbitt is back. And so is Anthony Lash. The two running backs we talked about a little bit earlier will be. We'll see some of their speed right off the bat, see what they're able to do.
Are you ready
we
for
talked
some
about special teams. Here we go. And the 2022 Taylorville Tornado football season is underway with the kickoff that's down to about the 20-yard line. Loses his footing a little bit, then off towards his left, cuts left a little bit, breaks no tackle, still on feet, breaking through, gets to the 40, now to the 45, 50, then trying to go back out at the 48, Anthony Lash with a big run to get things kicked off for Mount Vernon, and this crowd is fired up, and for a crowd that has been desperate for some kind of success, seeing Lash break off a good 30-yard run, that is something that they've been looking forward to for a while.
Yeah, it ends up at the Taylorville Tornado 47-yard line. And yeah, that's a pretty good return.
He did break quite a few tackles on his way through on that right-hand side. We'll see what they do here as Taylorville lines up on defense, ready to be, as they, again, look more like they're in an option format. Quarterback lining up behind center. He's going to snap the ball, hands it off to hit a little bit of a block in front of him. He's through, and he's gone. Down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and Mount Vernon on one play scores a touchdown. That's Ethan Rivera, the 5'9" senior running back who's able to break through on that right-hand side, get through a couple of blockers, and it's home free. He did have a couple guys in front of him that were able to kind of block for him and use kind of like a V formation with the Ducks. But he was able to push through, and it is 6-0 in favor of the Rams. And a good start for Mount Vernon. If you're Taylorville, a little bit concerning as quickly as they scored.
Yeah, big kick return, broken tackles galore, and That carried over into the first offensive play.
Fisher Davis to kick the extra point for Mount Vernon. The Rams look to take a 7-0 lead. Kick is up, and it is through the uprights and good. And it is 7-0 in favor of Mount Vernon. All right, well, that was something. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have much more here for you. You'll listen to WTIM, your information station. Rams 7, Tornadoes nothing.
Building relationships, supporting the community, and service. These are things Country Financial stands for. We're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through town. We're neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the fabric of our community, including charitable organizations, sports, financial education, and civic organizations. Since we're already neighbors, let's get together and chat. Call me, Brandon Bible, your local Country Financial representative at 217-287-2332 to talk about the things that are important to you and how we can help you protect them.
High school football means lots of action up and down the field, touchdowns and cheering on your favorite team. You and your family need the nutrition and protein that farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products provide. Prairie Farms milk, flavored milk, cottage cheese, yogurt, dip, sour cream, and 100% Florida orange juice all provide lots of protein, vitamins, and minerals for the game or day-to-day activities. Choose farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products at your grocer or convenience store dairy case to stay in the game.
Welcome back to Mount Vernon, Illinois. Leroy Kamola here alongside Avery Cooper on 2 plays, a kickoff and a one play really. Mount Vernon was able to take a 7-0 lead on a strong triple option play over to the right run. And before most of the fans had sat down, the score is already 7-0, 20 seconds in. Taylorville Tornadoes looking to answer that behind the arm of Baron Odom, and we'll see them get going here as Mount Vernon will kick off here early in this first quarter.
Well, if you're the Tornadoes right now, you got to be able to kick. And
they kick an onside kick, and they get it. I don't know if they went 10 yards, but it looks like they did get it. Let's see. They're saying that they did. Obviously, they got it. It's a question of whether or not they went 10 yards or not. There's no flags. We're going to say it's Mount Vernon ball, and it is Mount Vernon ball. And an onside kick gives the Rams the ball at the 45, Taylorville 45-yard line.
Yeah, and they just surprised them. Coming out of the huddle, 21 seconds in this game, it's already their second possession, up 7-0.
So Taylorville defense once again on the field. They'll try to have a better result this time than they did the first time Mount Vernon had the ball. Play number 3 in the game. Here we go. Taylorville defense needs to be ready this time. Again, setting up with those three running backs. Lining up behind center, ready to go. Snap. Handoff, handoff left-hand side, and breaks through 4 tackles, still on his feet, and finally down. That's Devontae Nesbitt down at the 31-yard line, gain of about 11.
Yeah, got the first down. They're running a triple option wing T offense under center for the quarterback, and he's just taking what the defense gives him. If the defensive end crashes on the running back, he's going to keep it himself, and it's going to be tough for this Taylorville defense to recognize just who has the ball. That's what this offense does.
Well, we talked about how dangerous a team like Army is, and that's one of the big reasons that they do. Oh, he slipped and fell, and they were able to get him. That's Ethan Rivera on the run. Quarterback Peyton McMillan for the Mount Vernon Rams, and McMillan's really just done a good job of saying, okay, and Avery said, this is what's open, this is what's not, and good run over on that right-hand side. Again, I think he would have gotten farther had he not slipped, but that will bring up a 2nd down and 4 from the 26-yard line.
So much has happened, only a minute gone in this game. Sun's starting to set about a third of the way from kickoff.
So here come the Rams again, set up in that triple option. Let's see what McMillan does here. Plenty of options for him. Taylorville defense crashing on that right-hand side, and he tries to go the other way, gets hit hard and pulled down, and that's part of the danger of running it yourself. McMillan got hit pretty hard as he came down there. Late flag comes in. Jacob McWard was in on that run.
Yeah, good hit. He didn't do it himself either. Just the first, along with, I think, Will Blue along that right side of the defensive line. He really provided the spark for the defense last year, and during the purple and gold game, you noticed them at the very start rallying around Will. He stood alone in the middle of that field trying to rally up his team. He's going to have his hands full here with the ball on their own 25 for the Taylorville defense.
It looks like they they pulled that flag, and no flag was called at all.
Big third down.
Here we go. Another handoff. Cuts over the right-hand side. Loses balance. Tries to go through. Pushes. I think he's going to have enough for the first down. Yeah, he does. Down at the 19-yard line. And a new set of downs for the Rams. 10-15 left. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line.
We'll call it outright. I beg your pardon. It was Jake McConnell forced the runner back inside, which gave him at least a chance to stop them for 4th down. So
yep,
that's a little bit more disciplined than in the prior few plays.
And I think if you look at this Taylorville team, they're going to start to figure out what to do. We just hope that's in time to get there before the score gets out of hand. So here we go. McMillan takes their hands it off with the left-hand side. Getting through is Devontae Nesbitt. Still up on his feet. Another first down.
Close if he didn't get it.
Oh, they're going to say he's short. He is short. It'll be 2nd and 1. I thought he got through it first. He did not.
I think that's a favorable Taylorville Tornado defensive spot.
I'll take it. 2nd and inches. Well, probably 2nd and 1, I think, Avery.
Yeah, maybe a short one.
9:30 left here in this first quarter. Mount Vernon stunning Taylorville here early, 7-0, and in the red zone again here on their second drive after an onside kick that fooled everyone. Pushes up the middle. McMillan still on his feet over the left-hand side, gets the first down and then some. And I'll bring up a new set of downs from about the 6-yard line, I believe.
In the red zone for the first time today, of course, that first touchdown came on a big 53-yard run. So now the Taylorville Tornado defense, seeing how they do in a goal-to-go situation.
First and goal from the 7-yard line. 9:09 left here in the first quarter. Rams line up. Peyton McMillan, the junior quarterback, has plenty of options to hand off or hold it himself. He hands it off, cutting over that right-hand side, pushing through is Ethan Rivera, still on his feet, but pulled down. And in on that tackle was, I thought that said 16, but I don't know if 16 on right.
Well, the sun is only about halfway down from its initial start point. Taylorville keeping it in front of them so far, but that was a gain of 5. They've really got to tighten up on this play right now.
Hardly anywhere to go. 3rd and 2. Big play right here for the Tornadoes. Keeping to a field goal. No, they don't. And that is in for a score. In to score is Peyton McMillan himself. And it is 13-0 Mount Vernon. And these Rams fans are in front of us, and they are fired up. I tell you what, 8:18 left here in the first quarter, and it's been all Ram football here so far. Coach Dan Miggs doing a good job with this team, and Tornadoes kind of stunned here a little bit early.
Yeah, they're not doing too well on the defensive side of the ball, but you know the offense hasn't even been able to touch it. That drive sparked, of course, by the onside kick, and while that continued the momentum from the prior drive when they ran 53 yards for a touchdown on the very first offensive play.
So Taylorville defense will try to come in on this special teams extra point. So now they're going to set up McMillan to hold. Kicking is Fisher Davis. Davis kicked a huge extra point that went above the uprights. I mean, that was an absolute wallop, this last extra point.
Interesting formation. They have the offensive line off to the left, long
snapper. And now they'll move over right when he goes to kick it.
And then they have a wide receiver down at the bottom.
We've seen other teams in Central Illinois do this. They line up there right until the whistle goes to start, and then they bring everybody. Now, one of the Taylorville coaches is going to try to figure out what's going on. No, that's Jeb Odom asking what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Now they're going to go back into the huddle. Are they going to give them an illegal formation penalty?
It could very well be. That was a pretty big penalty.
They moved them back quite a ways.
So they are now back to the 18-yard line, 19-yard line. Apologies. The microphones aren't working for the umpire or for the referees, so we are not sure what that call was.
They didn't signal. I didn't even see a flag.
So here comes the field goal, and it's going to be a 35-yarder. Here's the kick. It's up, and it's going to be no good. To the left, no good. So that might be coming big later on. It is 13-0 on the missed extra point, and I mean, he barely missed that. So we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll have much more from Mount Vernon. You're listening to Taylorville Tornado Football. It's Rams 13, Tornadoes nothing. We'll be right back right after this.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Friendly staff at Nike's Floor Covering in Taylorville will enjoy meeting you. Come in today. We can't wait to see you.
And welcome back to Taylorville, Illinois. I would imagine Jeb Odom grabbed everybody by the helmet and said, don't let them kick an onside kick this time, boys.
Yeah, that's a killer, and it doesn't look like they're going to do it this time.
Here's the kick. It is up. It's a shorter kick down to about the 20-yard line. It bounced in. He's through. Gets over the right, left-hand side. And finally, fumble. Ball is out. Taylorville says they have it. Clark Rare was the runner who brought it back. Tornadoes do have the ball, so they can breathe a sigh of relief on that one, but almost another turnover on a fumble recovery for Taylorville.
Yeah, and it would really be their first turnover, but they lost possession definitely off of that onside kick. But it really, what does it matter? You lost the ball.
Yep.
And it led to 6 points, only 6 points.
Yes.
They missed the PAT, so
yes,
that could be the momentum shift Taylorville needs.
So Tornadoes are going to come up here and try to get something going here as the Tornadoes try to get things going here. And we will have
see William Blue lining up on the
Taylorville
left side.
Tornadoes trying to get things going here. So here is the first chance we get to see Barry Odom, and Odom gets a handoff to Seth Hughes, who gets massacred in the backfield, and they broke through that line super quick. Ethan Rivera in on the stop, and Hughes got hit before he knew what happened. Almost like they anticipated the command. My goodness, he broke through that line quick.
Seth Hughes letting his offensive line hear it, or senior running back says, you guys just let him right through to hit me. And, you know, how can you blame him? He didn't have a chance.
Well, that was, I mean, if you imagine looking up and seeing a 6'2", 240-pound guy hitting you, that wasn't fun for anybody, except for maybe Rivera. Trying to go through again, and nothing going that time either. And the backfield just getting through the offensive line like they're not even there. And just absolutely penetrating that backfield. Another loss, and that'll be 3rd and 14. Just nothing coming from that line at all. Nope. Never seen anything like that on 2 straight plays.
No push at all. You got to be able to shore it up right here on 3rd and very long.
This might be a quick 3 and out unless Vernon can do something about it. Let's see what they do here. Odom fakes the handoff. Now to throw it. He does throw it. Play is up, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Isaiah Allen. They're going to say, it looked like he was grabbing him the whole time, and he is. There is a flag on the play. He was holding him the whole way down the field, down to about the 40-yard line. And
if that's true, Leroy, that's a huge break for Taylor.
Hopefully it's a PI on Mount Vernon. Let's see what the referees, both sides were really grabbing each other on that way down.
Rivera cramping up along the near side around the 25-yard line of Taylorville.
So here comes the referee. Let's see what he says. It is pass interference, and it's going to be on the Rams. Huge break for the Tornadoes. Fans don't like it, but he was pushing. He pushed him out of the way to get the ball. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty textbook from here.
First down now for the Tornadoes. Still 18 yards to get a new set of downs, but that penalty absolutely bails out the Tornadoes.
So Taylorville Tornadoes will try to get something going here.
Really, though, that wobbly pass caused by pressure off his blind side, he just had to get rid of it and try to find anybody to get the ball to. 1st and 10 now. They will give it for 1st and 10.
So, new set of downs. Let's see what they do here. And finally breaking through, pushing forward a good run of about 5 yards. And for the first time, we've seen penetration on that line. And my goodness, that was something going. Ian McGrath on that run right there. And Taylorville finally getting the answer that they were looking for after that debacle of the first series. A couple of horrible running plays that got tore up in the backfield. A pass interference on a huge pass, and Taylorville's in business now with a fourth and 4.
I beg your pardon.
And now a timeout.
Well, apparently the pass interference did not give them a new set of downs. They just gave them reset their distance to the first down marker. Still 3rd down on that last play. Really, though, I would think that a pass interference gives you a new set of downs, right, Leroy?
I would imagine
anyway,
so.
We're not going to speculate on the rules, I suppose, but that is what happened. And so now it's 4th and 4.
Sure, no problem. So it's a new season.
Yeah.
13-0 in favor of the Rams. 6:12 left here in the first quarter. Taylorville Tornadoes trying to make something going here and see what they can do as far as just really being able to get anything going. So 4th and 4, be a huge play here. I imagine if you're Taylorville, you're going to want to go for it.
Your defense
down by
hasn't
13.
shown that they can stop this run attack so far, albeit still only.
Here's the snap. It's good. Kick is up. Beautiful punt from Blue down to about the. It takes a favorable bounce from the 32 and finally comes to rest at the 10-yard line. And that is where McMillan and Company, McMillan and Sons, if you're old enough to get that reference, Peyton McMillan and crew will get going from their own. From their own 10-yard line, 90 yards to go. And if you're Taylorville, not the start I would imagine that Coach Jeb Odom has anticipated.
Well, no, but now at least you get to play your game and your strategy with the field position battle. You have them on their own 10-yard line. Taylorville defense did show some promise. You just hope that they'll figure it out before Mount Vernon marches 70 to 90 yards.
Well, they're going to do that. They're going to need to make a stop on this line, and so far they've been unable to do so. Let's see what they do here as this triple option has proved to be a little bit too much for the Tornadoes here early.
Looking at Brogan Muncie on the defensive line right in the middle for the Tornadoes. Will Blue off to the left with his hand down. 2 linebackers off the east side.
So here's McMillan. The handoff up to the left-hand side, breaks through 1 tackle. Now he gets hit hard and pulled down from behind. And bringing him down, Taylorville defense was able to get a good stop on that one and catch Foraker in on that stop. And Foraker did not let him go. He kind of tried to move forward as Nesbitt was the guy who was the running back for the Rams on that play. Nesbitt able to get through a little bit, but nothing really going. And they'll bring up a 2nd and 6 from their own 14.
That's just the first time you've seen penetration from the linebackers for the Taylorville Tornado defense.
William Blue lined up on that left-hand side. Taylorville saying, if you're going to go, you ain't going on this side. McMillan, and he does go on that left-hand side. Blue tries to get him, misses. Now he breaks through, he's gone. Breaks through all the tackles, and it's a foot race. Up to the 50, to the 45, 40, 35, 30, and Anthony Lapp is in for the touchdown, and it is 20-0. No flags, no nothing, and it is 20-0 in favor of the Rams with 5:02 left. A 86-yard run from Anthony Lash makes the score 19-0.
You know, Will Blue did a fantastic job. We noticed the shift off to the left, too, and where the positioning of Will Blue, he did a fantastic job penetrating, but they absolutely took 4 or 5 blockers just to negate Will Blue. And once they did that, it's over. Anthony Lash, the senior running back from Mount Vernon, just had to make them miss, and he's too fast for the Tornadoes.
So once again, we get the weird formation on that left-hand side. They're going to try to line up and then shift everything over. Here's the snap. No, he's going to try to fake it. He brought everybody over that left-hand side. Now throws it. Extra point, 2-point conversion is good as all of the offense is over on the left-hand side. And Jakari Vernon picks up the 2-point conversion, and it is 21-0 in favor of the Rams. A fantastic fake out from everybody. And we've seen a few fake outs so far here early. Onside kick, a 2-point conversion, and it has been nothing but Mount Vernon here early. 4:59 left here in the first. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
Huge investment, probably the biggest of your life. Huge decision. Who's my realtor? Easy answer. Curvy Real Estate. Joe and his agents have been living, eating, and breathing this stuff for years. Curvy knows how important this process is to you. That's why your research combined with Curvy's knowledge, energy, and effort make a powerful partnership that'll land you in the home you really want. Buying or selling, you'll get the feeling Curvy's got your best interest in mind. Because they do. See them on West Springfield Road or online at curvyrealestate.com.
And we'll go back to Taylorville Tornado football. Mount Vernon Rams lead the Tornadoes 21-0 here. 4:59 left in the first quarter. As has been the running back show here for the Rams, and the Rams have done. Rams look like they've moved to easy mode here on college football 2023. As it has been nothing but Rams here early. 21-0 in favor of the Mount Vernon Rams, St. Louis Rams, Los Angeles Rams.
Okay, that got pretty good.
Blast from the pass. Kick is up and down around the 5-yard line. Taylorville's going to try here. Great price, break through, gets pulled down, and 3 Ram players pull him down. Gets taken out around the 22-yard line on that carry. As Taylorville's Clark Rayer really just could not get anything going. He was able to break through a couple of the line, but was absolutely pulled down from behind and then got hit hard by 2 or 3 Rams players. So Taylorville will set up at their own 25-yard line, try to cut into this deficit a little bit, and they just got to get back to basics and have that line protect.
Yeah, they've got to be able to find some sort of penetration against this defense. They're loading the box expecting a run.
Colin Albright, Clark Durbin as wide receiver, but they're going to run it. Seth Hughes trying to get going, loses yardage, gets taken down around the 19-yard line.
You know, that time, the offensive line did what they could. Seth Hughes even had a little bit of a gap, and again, the defense of Mount Vernon anticipating the run. They're putting 8 different guys loading up in that box so they can round and rush to the ball carrier, and it's working just about every time Seth Hughes has touched the ball.
So, try again here on 2nd and 12.
And this is what you do. You put 4 wide receivers out there to prevent that stacked box.
Like, all right, fine. You want to stack the box? I got you.
Still 7 in there.
Odom. Low snap. Quick throw. Throws up and off timing on all of that. Throws up to the 40. That pass was intended for Miles Clayton, but Clayton got held up at the line, and it falls harmlessly incomplete, 3rd and 12.
You know, I'd like to see Barron kind of be a little bit more. He had time there, and he had a guy open over the slot, not on the far side, and that will come as he learns his progressions and develops as a young quarterback.
21-0, 4:02 left here in this first quarter. 3rd and 12 from Taylorville's own 23-yard line. Tornadoes trying to cut into this deficit a little bit through the arm of Baron Odom. Have been struggling against this defense. Odom looking to pass, short pass over the right-hand side. Hughes tries to break a tackle. He's not able to and gets pulled down. And Taylorville just going backwards.
Lost 5 yards.
4th and 17.
It looked like a swing pass out to the far side, but nobody blocking for Seth Hughes. The defense of Mount Vernon staying very disciplined, not allowing the wide receivers running down the field to take him out. And well, now it's 4th and very, very long.
So, Taylorville will punt again on the leg of William Blue. Here we go. Taylorville Tornadoes trying to get set up here. Nesbitt back for the Rams. Sun setting behind the trees, and we'll be able to see the field a little bit better. Punt is almost blocked.
I think it was.
It might have even been. That did not go anywhere, down to about the 31-yard line. And so the Rams will have nothing but favorable field position when we come back. It'll be Rams taking over at their own, or at Taylorville's 30-yard line. We'll be right back. Taylorville Tornadoes, or Mount Vernon Rams 21. Taylorville Tornadoes nothing. We'll be right back right after this.
Operation Loaded Book Bag is on. The Christian County YMCA, in collaboration with Taylorville Memorial Hospital and Dinner Season with Love, will be collecting school supplies from August 1st through the 31st. If you bring in a bag of school supplies, the Christian County Y will waive your activation fee for new members. Supply lists can be found by going to www.ccymca.org. The Y for youth development, for healthy living, for social responsibility.
There's no way it goes only that low. And welcome back to Taylorville Tornado Football. We're talking about the blocked punts. William Blue does not have punts that go 8 yards, so I really truly believe that was blocked. And he was off to the races. That was Isaiah Ayton off to the races, but a whistle comes in and flags, and everyone will go back to the start. I think it was a false start on Mount Vernon. Their first penalty their second penalty of the game. They had a pass interference penalty earlier that gave Taylorville favorable field position, but Taylorville had gone back so far that it didn't even give them a first down. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the Taylorville 35. Again, Rams running a triple option play where they give their right running backs multiple options as far as what they want to do and where they want to go. Almost 4 players that can do something. There was a fake and a handoff on the left-hand side. Off the races, and it's gone. It's Devontae Nesbitt, and another touchdown. It's 28-0. 27-0, excuse me. 27-0 as Nesbitt was untouched on that left-hand side, and the Mount Vernon Rams making it look easy out there as the Tornadoes just do not have an answer for the three-headed monster of Nesbitt, Lash, and Rivera, excuse me.
Yeah, it's tough because you want to be able to respect any pass game that Mount Vernon may have. So you're putting the 2 safeties back, but at the same time, they're showing commitment to that run game. Now, it remains to be seen if they're going to kick the extra point or if they're going to go for 2. Going for 2.
No, he's not. He's going to run off to the side, throws it again. This one's way short, and it's incomplete.
2-point conversion.
Well, good defense on that. Right now, Taylorville's seen it at least once.
Fisher Davis was the quarterback on that play, and the throw was way short, and Taylorville will breathe another sigh of relief, but still sits 27-0, and it has been nothing but Mount Vernon here. And at this point, I'm pulling everybody up, right? If they're going to sit there and they're going to not throw it and not even put a wide receiver up there, I want to stack the box until they throw it.
Right. I mean, at this point, too, you're already down, and if this is their strength, like they're really trying to show it, stop it, please.
Have you seen that RV yet, Avery?
Oh my God, I haven't looked inside of it, but they are just showing a little bit of it, and it looks really cool.
Gorgeous, man,
Yeah.
gorgeous.
That's awesome. The program here for TommyTV is just fantastic, and thank you guys so much for making it down here.
So here we go, and Fisher Davis short kick goes out of bounds, and the first real break for Taylorville will come in as that kick goes out of bounds, and Taylorville will line up at the 45-yard line.
Illegal procedure. Looked like he intentionally did that almost. Or maybe he just got a little too much of it.
Could be. At this point, Mount Vernon's pretty much been able to pull out anything they want to in their playbook, and it's worked.
Yeah. And that's the thing offensively is if you run the triple option right and you execute, you can beat any team anywhere. You have the speed, and even if you don't have the speed and you just have the smarts to know where to go with that ball, triple option can take down any team in any state, in any situation.
So Taylorville will take over at the 50-yard line, or at the 48-yard line. Nope, I can't count. 43-yard line. It all blends together.
It does.
The board says 50. The ball's clearly at the 43. The left hash marks for Taylorville. Baron Odom looks over the sideline to see what they're going to do. Odom lining up behind center. Man in motion, that's Hughes. Handoff. Pushing forward at his rear, trying to get through. Nothing going, and taken out. As Thomas Gettings in on that run. Gettings was going nowhere, and will bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point, the run game has not shown a ton of promise. But it's hard to show a ton of promise when that defensive line of Mount Vernon keeps providing penetration every single time.
The O-line just hasn't given Odom any time to do anything.
Or his running backs.
So, Odom lines up in the shotgun. Hughes next to him. Oh, bad snap. He's got to land on it, and he does. But the bad snap, and Odom had no choice but to just fall on it. And that'll bring up 3rd and 16.
Yeah, that's not much you can do about it after the fact other than just dive on it.
Taylorville's got to get down to the 47 of Mount Vernon. They are currently at their own 37. It'll be 3rd and forever. As Odom had no choice on that muff snap, but just to fall on it. As the, again, the defense was just absolutely in the backfield. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. He's going to run off to his... Tornadoes as in on that catch was Finn Neiman. And Neiman was able to pull in that reception on just a simple check down, but nobody was in front of him, and that's Taylorville's first down comes 11 minutes into the game.
Seth Hughes, you have Neiman, and you have some others, including Rare, that can take that pressure off of you to make big throws down the field. And now it looks like it might be...
So there's a penalty.
Well, because Baron Odom just completed his first pass off to the far side, and he just needed to be able to see it. Like, okay, yes, I can do that. It's one thing I can do. Now let's add to it.
Another horrible snap down to about the 25. Odom's got to just throw it away, and he does, and he gets slow to get up.
It's a defensive
player, right? Slow to get up. So it'll be 4th and forever, and Taylorville will be forced to punt again.
Yeah, tough break. Again, and just 2 really bad snaps derailing this offensive possession for Taylorville.
Like Rivera had a little cramp.
Cameron White was the, or excuse me, not Cameron White. Ethan Rivera was the slow to get up running back for the Rams, as
he's cramped a couple of times tonight. Had to come off. So Taylorville with 4th down. Will Blue will come out.
55 seconds left here in this first quarter. 27-0 in favor of the Rams. Tornadoes trying to get a good stop on defense. Get a good punt. The last punt was blocked.
Get a turnover.
Here's Blue. Punt is up. And that's away and good. Beautiful spiral punt down to the... And a fumble. And Taylorville lands on it. And... Nope, they're going to say it's Mount Vernon ball. Taylorville just cannot catch a break at all today. And it has been absolutely just cannot catch a break at all. They were landed on that ball, and they're going to say it's Mount Vernon football. Flag comes in, another flag.
Yeah, that's a tough break. He muffed it, and Taylorville, they had 2 tornadoes around the ball. Now let's see what this penalty is.
Again, we are not mic'd up. The referees are not mic'd up, so we're kind of having to go off hand signals and other stuff like that. Let's see what they call here.
Yeah.
We'll
such a tough break.
Apologize for our quiet. We try to figure out what's going on. Going to say a hold against the Rams.
And now a timeout for Mount Vernon.
None of these penalties have made sense at all tonight. There was a pass interference earlier that did not generate a first down. Now a holding penalty will bring the Rams back to the 16, 17-yard line. And it'll be 44 seconds left here in the first quarter.
The whole team for Mount Vernon gathering around on the sideline around their 35-yard line. Starting group gathered around for Taylorville along the far side. Decent crowd for the Tornado faithful. Call it a good 100.
Hey, the 2-hour drive out here, man.
Good job.
I'll thank the senior citizens of Christian County and Scooters Coffee for their sponsorship of Taylorville Tornado football. 27-0 in favor of the Rams as we take a look at the instant replay here.
So he makes the fair catch, and then he muffs it. Very good punt, as you mentioned.
Yeah, down to about the 25-yard line.
But unclear where the holding penalty came in.
So the Rams will take over from their own 10-yard line, but as we've seen before, that means very little for this Rams team, who have been very explosive off the line.
Very, as you mentioned, just long plays. They had an 84-yard touchdown run. It's hard. Again, we've been saying it all night long, that triple option. If you don't stay completely 100% disciplined, they will run over you all night.
So the Tornadoes will try to get some good defensive stands here. As they try to wrap up the first quarter on a high note, see if they can get a turnover and get a quick score. Again, Rams taking over at their own 10-yard line. First and 10 from the 10, 27-0 in favor of Mount Vernon. So here we go.
So really, I'd love to see a turnover here for the Tornadoes. That'd be just the thing they need before heading into the second quarter.
Peyton McMillan in at quarterback, looking for an opening. Handoff is good. Breaks to the first couple tackles, still on his feet and taken down around the 18-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 3 or 2nd and 4.
That might be the last play of the fourth quarter. Or first quarter. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, it'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, you want to keep this in front of you. Can't allow them to run sprinting down the sideline again.
And for the first time, we're seeing a wide receiver. And that wide receiver is Kerry Richardson.
He's along the near side. They have another one along the far side, too, but I think they're just going to run it out. They have Jakari Vernon.
And they do. So that's the end of the first quarter with the Rams out front, 27-0. We'll be right back. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
Whatever temperatures this summer brings, your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer is ready to help. Your dealer is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new cooling system, your local Bryant dealer will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. Schedule an appointment today by calling Blakely Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing at 824-4684. That's 824-4684. Bryant, whatever it takes.
High school football means lots of action up and down the field, touchdowns and cheering on your favorite team. You and your family need the nutrition and protein that farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products provide. Prairie Farms milk, flavored milk, cottage cheese, yogurt, dip, sour cream, and 100% Florida orange juice all provide lots of protein, vitamins, and minerals for the game or day-to-day activities. Choose farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products at your grocer or convenience store dairy case to stay in the game.
Looking for a new career? I would love to speak with you. General Sales Manager Bill Pinkston here from Landmark of Taylorville. We are growing and need to add to our sales and service teams. We offer benefits, vacations, and a competitive compensation package. Stop in today, fill out an application. I would love to speak with you. And join our successful family. And remember,
And welcome back to Taylorville Tornado football as the Rams of Mount Vernon lead 27-0 here in the end of this first quarter. Rams making everything look easy as they've been utilizing a triple option run. They do it again here, breaking through a bunch of tackles before being pulled down around the 27-yard line. Could not see who had that. That was Rivera, Ethan Rivera on that run.
He has been cramping up a couple of times tonight, but back in each time. This is the real first official moment of Friday Night Lights. As the sun's down off to the far side. Gorgeous evening for the opening game of the new season.
Absolutely, looking forward to it. Big shout out to Superintendent Dr. Chris Doherty, who's watching the road show. Hope you're doing all right tonight, Dr. Doherty. Thank you for everything throughout the school year. Greatly appreciate you. Taylorville Tornadoes trying to cut into this deficit. Going to need a big stop here as Millen snaps the ball over the right-hand side, breaks, spins, and pulled down. No gain, and the first real big stop for the Tornadoes as they crashed the line on the left-hand side and were able to get through and make a good stop. They'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, good defensive stand there, and let's hope it can stick, because this triple option has been just killing Tornadoes tonight.
Say that, it's actually 2nd and 8. Big offensive line for the Rams, led by Clifton Gammon, number 73, 6'4", 325 pounds. Ball's intercepted. Ball is intercepted. Taylorville lands on it, and coming away with that interception is Odom. Odom helping himself.
Yeah, the quarterback playing quarter. And
so the first time we see a pass, and it's intercepted, and that might be a big reason why they run the triple option as much as they do. Baron Odom in the right place at the right time.
Well, you talked about it earlier. Stack the box until they're going to prove that they're going to throw the ball, and they prove they're going to throw the ball, and what does Taylorville do? They take it away. That's perfect. You are only down 4 scores, and you still have 3 full quarters.
So
this is perfect.
Taylorville going to try to cut into that deficit a little bit right here as they do so here, down 27-0, but have the ball down at the 1st and 10. First time in enemy territory all game. Looking to throw, and oh man, great throw. He was wide open. Throw was a little bit high. That was intended for Clark Durbin, and ball falls away harmlessly.
Yeah, a little high for him. Wide open.
They're calling Albright, excuse me.
Wide open on the throw, but just a little bit rushed. And just got to settle in. Really, he's had maybe a good 5 throws tonight. Just hasn't had the opportunities you would like to see for your young quarterback.
So here we go. Odom in the shotgun. Hands it off. Hughes trips and falls on the left-hand side. Back to the line of scrimmage. No more. Maybe a gain of 1. And they'll bring up 3rd and 9.
If he lands that pivot and bounces out to the left side, he's gone. He's still running back to Taylorville.
Yeah.
But he slips.
And we've seen him slip a couple times on this natural grass.
Well, and they had some rain earlier today. Talking to some of the administrators here, only for about 10 minutes. It came down really hard and softened up the field today. And you're seeing it a little bit here for the Tornadoes.
3rd and 10 from the Mount Vernon 32. Mount Vernon fans fired up. Let's see what Odom does. 2 wide receivers on the left-hand side. He's going to throw it right, and he throws it high and wide. And that was intended for Miles Clayton. And once again, pass was super high. Falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th and 10.
You had the underneath out route open, to which the wide receiver would just have to make a man miss to grab the first down. Instead, he opts for the seam pass down the field from the slot along the near side and overthrows it.
So it'll be 4th and 10. And Taylorville offense back out onto the field for this 4th and 10.
They need it.
Odom and Hughes. Odom back to pass, looking to throw. He gets hit as he throws, and it falls incomplete. Once again, he looked like he was being held the way down, but no flag this time. Absolutely being grabbed the whole way down the field.
Yeah, either way, turnover on downs.
So it'll be Mount Vernon ball.
Yeah, that's... he made the right read. Again, just a little bit overthrown. And also, a little bit of contact doesn't help matters.
And so, the Mount Vernon ball, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's, you know, a step in the right direction for the Tornadoes. They took away the ball, but unable to turn it into any points.
So the Rams will take over on their own 32-yard line. So here we go. Tornadoes try to get going here. Trying to make a stop. Defense in, 5 on the line. Everybody on that front line. Hands off to the left-hand side. Lash up, still on his feet, tries to get going, goes out of bounds after breaking 2 tackles. Clark Rayer was one of the first ones in the backfield, was unable to really get a good stop, but was able to force him to kick out farther outside, which eventually pushed him out of bounds. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you can give Ray Hart an assist.
2nd and 6, sorry.
I beg your pardon. An assist on that stop. Only a gain of 4.
So 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5 from the 37-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 37. Rams up 27-0, 9-12 left here in this first half. Taylorville Tornadoes have had a couple chances, but really it's been the Mount Vernon Rams show here early in this Friday Night Lights first game of the season. Both teams sitting at 0-0. Rams trying to win for the first time since 2020. Some stiff arms, rare, and pushes out of bounds. First down past the 50-yard line.
Just an ugly stiff arm. Devontae Nesbitt pushes Rayer down to the floor and picks up a first down and then some.
Tornadoes really have just been up against it tonight. They just have had their struggles tonight as the Rams have looked much more accomplished, much more relaxed here in this game 1.
You're seeing the Tornadoes find a little bit of spunk every time they make a play, and then Mount Vernon just punches right back.
Hand off over the right-hand side, breaks through, pushes through on one tackle, still up on his feet, gone to the line, to the 20, 15, 10, and gone. And another touchdown for the Rams as he was able to break through. I think that was Ethan Rivera. It was Ethan Rivera who was able to break through. Looked like he was down, and then all of a sudden popped through the line and popped through the field, and gone. 33-0 in favor of the Rams. And the Rams really have just been on cruise control ever since the onside kick led to it. So it's been all Mount Vernon here so far. 33-0. 8:52 left here in the quarter. Rams doing all they can here early. So let's see what they do here with the extra point. We've seen all kinds of trickery here earlier.
And looks like it is no good.
No good on the extra point.
Yeah.
And so, State 33-0, 8:52 left here. We'll be right back. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
And gives you what you need to succeed. Memorial is now offering increased pay rates, sign-on bonuses up to $5,000, and education assistance for your career growth. Apply today by visiting jobs.memorial.health. Memorial is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back to Taylorville Tornado Football. Mount Vernon up on top, 33-0. That's right, you didn't hear it wrong. 33-0 here. This has been all Rams on a triple option running attack, and they have been nothing but successful with that running attack since the opening drive. And Taylorville has had their struggles tonight. They're trying to get back into it. We've seen a couple big highlights, a big interception from Baron Odom. But Taylorville not able to make anything of it, and they're going to try again here.
They're going to have to score pretty soon.
Line drive kick down, almost miffed, but he's able to hang on to it. Gets it to the 5, 10, 15, 20, and gets hit hard and pulled down. And Jameer Smith-Henson in on the takedown for the Tornadoes. And so Taylorville will line up and start from their own 23, Neiman, or 24-yard line. Neiman had a good, we've seen it. They get a couple good steps forward, but man, every time they get hit, I cringe.
Yeah, they are a very physical bunch, this Mount Vernon team. They're very big, too, as you alluded to a little bit earlier.
Just big boys, man. 325, 295, 250. Just big boys.
Timeout.
And timeout taken. So we'll take a timeout. You're listening to WCIM, your information station. 33-0 in favor of the Rams. 8:44 left in the first.
CNB Bank and Trust wants to save you time and money. With services such as bill pay and mobile banking, you can pay all of your bills in one place and check your account balances on the go. Never waste a minute of your time looking for a stamp or running different places to pay bills. Stop in and ask one of our friendly universal bankers for details, or visit us anytime at cnbil.com. CNB Bank and Trust, helping to open doors since 1854. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You've got a pretty full schedule. The last thing you need when you're buying, building, or refinancing your home is a headache over title issues. Hi, this is Jeff Robinson with Advanced Title Group in Taylorville. We're closing in on 2 decades of successful closings, construction escrows, title searches, and title insurance services. Single-family home, farm, or business, avoid the headache. Choose Advanced Title Group in Taylorville. See us at advancedtitlegroup.com. Advanced Title Group, excellence with integrity. That's our policy.
And welcome back to Taylorville Tornado Football. Rams lead 33-0 here in Mount Vernon as the clouds, or not clouds, as the sun has set. It's actually been a pretty nice afternoon. There are some storm clouds on the horizon, but I don't think they're going to affect us here today, as Taylorville's first play is off to the left-hand side, pushing forward for a gain of about 4. And nothing going there. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nicole.
And welcome back to Taylorville Tornado Football, 2nd and 6. And Odom hands it off and hit in the backfield, nothing going. And once again, that offensive line just not being able to get any pushback at all. And the Rams defense able to get into that backfield relatively quick, 3rd and 9.
Hopefully you can start seeing some of the offensive weapons Taylorville has in space. so far they're trying to run in between the tackles quite a bit. And let's just face it, Mount Vernon is providing more physicality in the trenches.
So here comes Odom. Look at the throw. He does throw and throws right through the hands and then hit hard.
Rare.
Oh my goodness. Rare was trying to catch it and just got absolutely demolished.
He's slowing it up.
And hitting him hard was Owen Yonker. And Rare slowed to get up.
If anything, maybe a little late. Really just a hard hit though. The defensive back going for the breakup. By the time he realizes it, it's too late and he runs right into Rare.
Cash Foraker in, number 57.
And officials are discussing that hit.
Well, he led with the helmet. And it's one thing that we talk about the college level, leading with the helmet and how they've gotten rid of it completely. We'll see if they do anything with this.
And no.
Nope. So fourth down. 9. Again, Taylorville just has not had too many breaks go their way tonight.
And the ones that they have had go their way, they just weren't able to convert.
Punt is up and almost blocked.
It is.
And that was blocked again. But a favorable bounce gets it all the way down to the 40-yard line.
And then you got a couple of flags. That might bail Taylorville out.
Let's see what they rule here.
I think they might have
roughing the kicker.
William
Blue. Roughing the kicker. So Blue will catch a break there. And again, the problem that you run into when you have a defense that's absolutely just penetrating that backfield is sometimes you get there a little bit too quick.
Right.
And that was
the
one of
question
those
is it running into or is it roughing? Because if it's running into, then I believe it's just 5 yards and they'll have to re-kick it. If it's roughing, then that's a personal foul, and that would be 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And I believe it is a first down, Avery Cooper. Let's see what they say here. As they are moving the chains.
And it is a first down.
So Taylorville offense will catch a break. First break they've caught all day today. They'll come back out into the field with another first down. Only the second first down that we've seen. No, the first down that we've seen because that first one was pulled back. So it'll be Taylorville ball, 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Fake handoff. Rolls out to his right. Hard pass caught down to the 40, and then still up on his feet. Catching that was Finn Neiman. And Neiman pulled down around the 37. Another first down, and Taylorville, boy, Aaron Odom whipped that one in there, and just an absolute perfect throw, perfect catch, and Neiman able to get a little bit of yardage on that one, down to the 37-yard line of Mount Vernon.
You're going to see him ring it in there. That's a frozen rope into Neiman.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's what you want to see a little bit more. It feels like Barron so far tonight is trying to place the ball. You hear that sometimes with pitchers.
Yep.
Same for quarterbacks. He's just got to throw it.
Well, and Neiman was really just trying to get in the right place at the right time. And Odom, I mean, if you saw, and Mount Vernon takes the timeout, but we're going to see it right here because I want to talk a little bit about that play and what we've seen from our sophomore quarterback, Baron Odom, today, Avery Cooper. Barron's come in there. He hasn't had a whole lot of throwing opportunities simply because, well, Taylorville offense just hasn't had the ball a whole lot. When they have, they've tried the running attack. But what we've seen from the passing attack, other than that interception, has been relatively good.
Yeah, there's been bright spots, especially when you notice Baron Odom going through his progressions and taking what the defense gives him. Very much like the offense of Mount Vernon is doing to the Taylorville defense. Odom needs to adopt that mentality into his throwing game. And he needs to be able to trust his throwing arm and make that throw. Don't think about it too much. Just throw it.
Yeah, and you know what? And you'll see that from a sophomore quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll see a little bit of jitters, a little bit of nervousness. This is his first real game where we talked to Coach Odom. This is Barron's team.
Yes.
Give her, live, die, whatever. This is Barron's team. So, what he does with these decisions, what he does in these early games, can be pretty big. All right, here we go. Again, 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line of Mount Vernon. Taylorville need to get to the 27 to get another first down. 3 on the left-hand side, passes through, and again, just dropped.
Almost intercepted,
oh, my goodness.
too.
And Rare was in the right spot at the right time, just kind of pushed back a little bit, nearly picked off, but Rare dropped it. And Harry Rudolph was in on that almost takeaway. And so that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Disrupted Rare's vision enough. Open, but then all of a sudden, Rudolph flashes in front of Rare's eyes. Just that split second.
That's scary, too.
Of, concentration lapse forces Rare to drop the ball.
Tornadoes wearing their white jerseys, purple pants, gold stripes. The Mount Vernon Rams all in black. White numbers, white stripes on the side. Taylorville. Oh, Baron Odom breaks the tackle, cuts left, and now pulled down. Loss of about 1 on the play.
Dropped snap, too.
Yeah.
Jameer Smith-Henson with the sack.
Smith-Henson's had a couple big plays here on defense. Bring up 3rd and 12. And for every 2 steps the Tornadoes take forward, it feels like they take 3 back.
All half long so far. Halfway through the second quarter.
Be interesting to see when we go to halftime what adjustments the Tornadoes make as they try to figure out how to stop this defense. Take a look at the Odom dropping that pass. Does not have any chance to recover, because the thing is Odom's not getting a whole lot of time to do anything with it anyway, because that defensive line has just been crashing the board. So if you drop the snap, like, you're done. You just have to take it yourself and just try to make something out of nothing. And that's hard to do for anybody.
Play clock at 8, and they are not in formation at all.
Close to getting ready here. Let's see if they call a timeout.
They got to.
3, 2, and timeout called. So another timeout. Taylorville's last timeout of the quarter of the half. 33-0, 5:37 left here in favor of the Rams. Taylorville Tornadoes trying to slow the game down, but they sit on a 3rd and 12. We'll be right back. Listening to WTIM, your information station.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Call me, Casey McClure, at McClure Hubbard Insurance for all your insurance needs. 824-2266.
We can keep your farm growing. Jared Beckham here, Vice President and Chief Lending Officer at First National Bank in Taylorville. When it comes to agricultural lending, your lender should be as strong as the equipment it finances. We at the First National Bank in Taylorville have over 60 years of serving agriculture. We have a relationship with our customers, providing them credit for inputs, equipment, and real estate. See us today and let First National Bank in Taylorville work for you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Taylorville, Illinois football. We're not in Taylorville, we're in Mount Vernon. I'm going to try to make a note of how many times I do that this season. I'm up to like 4 already. Tornadoes trying to make something here on 3rd and 12. They're going to have to get down to the 27-yard line, and Baron Odom holds onto it himself, pulled down from behind, and nothing going. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and maybe a yard or 2, but again, that'll just bring up 4th and 10 or 4th and 9.
He made the right read.
Yeah.
Defense collapsed on Seth Hughes. Baron Odom kept the ball, unfortunately unable to find much room.
So it'll be 4th and 10 from the 37-yard line. After all of that, Taylorville right back to the line of scrimmage that they were at. So they will go for it here, I believe, with split wide receivers, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Odom high snap, quick throw, and thrown away. And throw is hurried. It was intended for Finn Neiman, and the flag comes in.
Looks like contact after the throw. And that is the call. Oh.
No, they're going to call intentional grounding.
Interesting. That's intriguing because the ball did find a hand of a Tornado. And have to see the replay.
I don't like that call at all.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Because he wasn't trying to throw the ball away.
Right, he tried to complete a pass. And it made it past the line of scrimmage, and it made it near a wide receiver. But either way, it's Mount Vernon ball.
Move the ball to the Mount Vernon 22-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Taylorville.
Interesting. All right, well, they're going right to left.
No, it's Taylorville ball.
Taylorville
I don't know what that call. The referee did not. I don't know, Avery. I apologize to you at home. the call was intentional grounding, but maybe it wasn't. As Vernon takes off the left-hand side, pushes forward, and gets up through, and gets pulled down around the 18-yard line.
You know, usually when you, as a referee, signal spike,
yeah,
that is an
usually
intentional grounding.
Yeah.
Whereas if you want to signal a roughing the passer, you kind of do like a underhand chop penalty. You know, and it didn't really click there.
Again, as I've said all game, we do not have any microphones on these referees, so we have no idea what some of these calls are. It's one of the nice things that we have with the Taylorville Tornadoes and there's a throw and caught and hit. Oh my goodness, Finn Neiman, great catch, and just got hit as he caught it, but he's able to hang on. It didn't really do a whole lot as he didn't really get farther forward, but it'll bring up 3rd and 5 as the action continues in front of us. 4:05 left here in this first half. Tornadoes trying to do something here in the red zone and get on the board, down 33-0.
Finn Neiman,
check out the replay here.
Impressive as he splits out from the right side of the formation. It's just a flat route off to the right side, picks up the catch.
Devontae Nesbitt has been in on the hit, and oh my goodness, all of the Rams players move, and it should be offsides unless they say a Taylorville player moved first.
Right, in which case would be a false start.
It is a false start.
Now we're getting the
nope, encroachment on the defense.
And yeah, now we are getting the referee microphones. So
yeah,
that's a positive. We'll hopefully get some correct calls going forward.
It's the first game for everyone.
Yes, and quite frankly, he made the wrong call right off the start and then corrected himself. So I mean,
yeah,
so give him some slack.
So it'll be 3rd and 2 from the 13-yard line, and now you maybe start looking at some of those short little plays. One wide receiver way down the left-hand side, I believe that is Colin Albright. And the handoff to Hughes, who gets hit hard in the backfield, nothing going. And boy, this offense is just not giving their running backs any time or any protection to do anything. And now bring up a long 4th and 2, maybe even a 4th and 3.
Hat off to this defensive line, though, in this first half of the Mount Vernon Rams. It's making it almost impossible for the Tornadoes to come up with anything in the trenches.
Defense has just been stifling, Avery,
all game long. Hopefully the Tornadoes can figure out that formula in the second half.
So here we go. Odom lines up behind center. Big play right here for Tornadoes. No timeouts left. 2:50 left. 17 seconds left on the game play clock. Odom behind center, looking to throw. Got to hurry. Throw is up in the air and no good. Incomplete. Ball slipped out of his hands as he fell forward. Throw intended for Colin Albright, and so it'll be a turnover on downs with Mount Vernon taking over at their own 13-yard line.
If he just has another second to throw, I believe that throw would have come out a lot more comfortable and a lot more on target. He made the right read. Albright streaking on the fade to the far side. Take a look at it here. He looks off to his right, then defender smacks him right in his face, forcing him to go off to the far side fade, just rushing the throw enough to make it an incomplete pass.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 14, and 2:39 left here in this first half.
Wide open.
Trying to go through, finds an opening, cuts to 30, 35, 40. 2 men to beat. Breaks another tackle. Looks like he stepped out of bounds there, but it's going to break through and break it all the way off. And a touchdown for Devontae Nesbitt. And it is 39-0. So a big play for Devontae Nesbitt, who broke about 6 different tackles for breaking through and getting all the way down to the end zone on a 76-yard running play on the left-hand side.
Yep.
Outstanding.
You know, you at home can't see, but I tried signaling fingers to Leroy, and he kind of just looked at me funny. I was
trying to do the math in my head while you were giving me the numbers. You should have just looked at your hands.
I didn't do a good job anyway.
I'm saying Nesbitt stepped out of bounds. I'm being the homer and biased announcer and saying that he stepped on the line way back around the 48-yard line.
In your 4th football season here in Taylorville, as is your right, sir.
So Tornadoes will try again here as the Rams pick it up. and put it in. And it's 40-0, 2:23 left here in the first half. You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Be right back right after this.
High school football means lots of action up and down the field, touchdowns and cheering on your favorite team. You and your family need the nutrition and protein that farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products provide. Prairie Farms milk, flavored milk, cottage cheese, yogurt, dip, sour cream, and 100% Florida orange juice all provide lots of protein, vitamins, and minerals for the game or day-to-day activities. Choose farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products at your grocer or convenience store dairy case to stay in the game.
This is Jennifer Franken's daughter, Isabella. My mom's with the Kathy Gar sales team at the real estate group in Taylorville.
I'm Ellie Keel, Brian's daughter.
And I'm Ava, Ashley's daughter. Our parents work together to help you buy or sell your home in Christian County.
I know my mom and her team have lots of experience in the real estate industry. And they have a cool-looking office right on the square in Taylorville.
Come see my mom, Brian, or Jennifer at the Kathy Gar sales team. They're trusted, dedicated, and connected.
And welcome back to Mount Vernon, Illinois. The Rams lead 40-0 here with 2:23 left in this first half. Another big run and over 400 yards of rushing for this Mount Vernon team. It has been nothing but Rams football here early, as it looks like they're playing on easy level on Madden and been doing anything that they can. Taylorville having trouble making tackles, and that's been kind of the big story here early in this game and season opener.
Yeah, that's the big thing right now. And there have been a handful of defensive players, Will Blue namely, we've known he's going to be a defensive powerhouse, who have done their job, but they can't do it alone. It's a team sport.
Fisher Davis with the kickoff. Low, lazy kick down to about the 10-yard line. Taylor will try again here. Breaks through one tackle, runs into his own defender, still on his feet. Flag comes in late, and Taylor finally down around the 40-yard line. Clark Rare in on that run. Ferrer was able to get down to about the 40-yard line, but a late flag does come in. A chop block. Let's see what they say.
Tackle by Aiden Williams, and we have a flag on the play.
So there'll be holding penalty against Taylorville.
Yeah, so Taylorville just has to get a score on the board here. Let's not even worry about the score. Let's pretend for a moment it's no score, 0-0. And go into the half up 7-0 if you can do so.
So Taylorville will back up 10 yards. They'll have 70 yards to go on this 2-minute drill. 2:14 left in this first half. 40-0 in favor of the Rams. I like what Avery said, though. We'll go 0-0 and just see if we can't score.
Take the pressure off.
Odom, left-hand side to Seth Hughes. Cuts over the left-hand side, finds an opening, drifts right, and then gets hit as goes out of bounds. Gain of about 7 on the play.
And that's what you want to see for Seth Hughes. You want to see him get out in open space, make a man miss, use that speed. You can see him run off to the far sideline all the way down. And again, all the way into Taylorville.
Well, a poor spot makes it 2nd and 6. We'll try again.
Another flag.
Another flag. Trying to hurry, nearly slips, now gets pulled and hit hard and suplexed from behind by Liam Pyatt.
You got to think the way the flag came out, it will be an offsides. Because the play continued after the fact, unless, of course, they're calling an illegal formation.
The flag on the play looks like the Rams will decline.
And so I'm hoping it is. We'll see what happens. They were in that backfield relatively quick, but they've been in the backfield relatively quick all day long.
They haven't, yeah. They have not. And it is a false start. So basically, that should negate the sack and put it back to 2nd and long. It should not be 3rd down.
It should. Because that play should never even happen, to be honest with you.
Right.
Should have blown it dead right then and there.
Man, so they're trying to sort this out right now.
That's frustrating. Come on.
It is 2nd down, and now they're going to have to organize the refs just to make sure.
That play shouldn't have. That play should have been blown dead right off the bat.
I agree.
If it was a false start, it should have just ended.
Now, I don't want to cause too much animosity towards referees because they are dealing with a shortage.
It's a tough job.
It's a tough job as is. You don't have the amount of guys you normally would have out here. You only have a four-member crew. They do end up correcting the error. Good job by them, but again, just got to, as hard as maybe me and Leroy sound like we are on the refs, we do really appreciate them for doing this job.
For the most part.
Except when they call something bad against Taylorville, right?
It's just been really, really hard.
Jokes aside, do have to consider some kindness towards these referees.
Absolutely. So as we try to clear through the mess of this, as they're going to try to get together and figure out where the ball is spotted, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Senior Citizens of Christian County, exclusive sponsor of the Taylorville Tornadoes Extra Point, and Scooters Coffee for all of their hard work, donating $10 for each Taylorville varsity football touchdown. Big shout out to Scooters Coffee and their maple waffle sandwiches. 40-0, 1:39 left here in the first half as the Tornadoes try to cut into this deficit a little bit as we try to figure out what's going on here with this play. And now they're trying to talk to Avery Cooper, they still have not come up with a conclusion of what they want to do with this.
Well, it's simple, and again, if it's a false start, which is what they called, the play should have been blown dead, and that's it. But they're going to keep it at third down at 19, it looks like.
Let's see what they do here.
That is a little frustrating, I won't lie.
But now they pulled it forward. Now it's like second and 9. So maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was an encroachment. They just signaled the wrong thing because Taylorville.
Goodness.
Taylorville's sitting at second and about 10. Yeah, second and 10 from the 21.
After all that.
Odom throws off the left, but Albright was running right. The throw came to his left and went incomplete. Be 3rd and 10.
Again, overthrown. Just got to find that rhythm, right? It feels like he hasn't found the rhythm. He's found it a couple of times, but he hasn't been able to keep it consistently, and that can be an issue for quarterbacks, young and old.
I was going to say, talk to Justin Fields about that. 3rd and 10 from the 21-yard line. Taylorville Tornadoes trying to cut into this deficit, find themselves down 40-0 heading into halftime. 95 seconds left here in this first half. It's been all Mount Vernon here, playing on easy difficulty, it seems like. Handoff, Seth Hughes pushes forward, still on his feet, then gets pulled down around the 39 or 34-yard line, and a gain of about 3 or 4 on that play.
Score aside right now, Taylorville football aside right now, you know what I'm excited for this football season?
Yeah.
The fact that you and me both can be absolutely upset at our football teams.
That's true.
There's no hope for either of us. We're just going to be both a couple of angry crabs Sunday mornings.
Did you ever see like the Muppets, the 2 old guys?
Yeah, we're going to be them. Absolutely.
It's perfect.
Yep.
I love
Especially
it.
when it comes to our pro football teams.
I love it. I'll just yell at the Bears all day long.
I'll be yelling at the Seahawks right after the Bears finish.
So here we go. We weren't talking about Taylorville being angry with Taylorville. We're talking about our professional teams.
No, Taylorville's doing.
And now a flag comes in. False start on the offense. So that'll make it 4th and 12.
Yeah. No, our own professional teams are not going to be very good this year.
Speak for yourself. We're winning like 6 whole games this year.
We might win 5.
49 seconds left here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have scores from around the Apollo Conference. We'll get you more updates as we go, and we'll talk to you about how we got here, as it has been all Rams here so far. Playing on easy mode here today, here early in this first half. Not had too many issues with stopping what they're doing.
Yeah, and that will be the end of that first half, I believe, here in just a moment. They will get a couple of plays in, but I think they will just try and kneel it out. We'll see, though.
I don't know. I've seen some teams be absolutely horrible. Seen some and run things out.
Yeah, just pile it on.
Yes, absolutely.
No, I hope not, but
Taylorville and Effingham have had some interesting games in the past.
You got to give a hat off to Mount Vernon, though. They are coming off a winless season, 0-7 in the South 7 Conference, and
they're coming out here, and I'm speechless. What can I say? They've done a great job against the Tornadoes in this first half.
So here we go as the Rams try to see what they can do here with 39 seconds left, and another whistle comes in. They just took a knee. So that'll do it here for the first half. As we wrap things up, it's been all Mount Vernon here early, as Mount Vernon scored 14 quick points, or 13 quick points, and did not look back. And it's up 40-0 here as time will run out. And my name is Derek Lamola. Joining me, Avery Cooper. We'll be back with more from around the league and give you a brief look at Taylorville's schedule for the rest of the a favorable home schedule for the Tornadoes this year as we reach halftime. You're listening to WTIM, your information station. We'll be right back in just a little bit right here on News Talk, WTIM, your information station.
Now's the time to order your new 23 vehicle or choose from over 400 pre-owned vehicles in our family. General Manager Bill Pinkston here from Landmark Taylorville, your GM Super. You can now order your 23 model car or truck, including the Refresh, Chevy Silverado, and GMC Sierra. Let us help you choose what 23 will work for you, or let us find your next pre-owned vehicle from our family of dealerships. And yes, we will still buy your vehicle, even if you don't buy from us. Your GM Superstore is Landmark at Taylorville, online at landmarkattaylorville.com. And remember,
to get those house projects off your to-do list. Hi, this is Blake Richardson at Nykus Floor Covering, letting you know that we are here to help you find the perfect flooring, shower, backsplash, or countertop to fit your personal style, to help you enjoy the indoors as much as you enjoy the outdoors. With our wide selection of choices in hardwood, carpet, waterproof luxury vinyl plank, laminate, and tile, we have something for everyone. Our friendly staff at Nykus Floor Covering in Taylorville will enjoy meeting you. Come in today. We can't wait to see you.
Huge investment, probably the biggest of your life. Huge decision. Who's my realtor? Easy answer. Kirby Real Estate. Joe and his agents have been living, eating, and breathing this stuff for years. Kirby knows how important this process is to you. That's why your research, combined with Kirby's knowledge, energy, and effort, make a powerful partnership that'll land you in the home you really want. Buying or selling, you'll get the feeling Kirby's got your best interest in mind. Because they do. See them on West Springfield Road or online at KirbyRealestate.com.
Tom. Operation Loaded Book Bag is on. The Christian County YMCA, in collaboration with Taylorville Memorial Hospital and Dinner Season with Love, will be collecting school supplies from August 1st through the 31st. If you bring in a bag of school supplies, the Christian County Y will waive your activation fee for new members. Supply lists can be found by going to www.ccymca.org. The Y for youth development, for healthy living, for social responsibility.
Whatever temperatures this summer brings, your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer is ready to help. Your dealer is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new cooling system, your local Bryant dealer will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. Schedule an appointment today by calling Blakely Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing at 824-4684. That's 824-4684. Bryant, whatever it takes.
High school football means lots of action up and down the field, touchdowns and cheering on your favorite team. You and your family need the nutrition and protein that farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products provide. Prairie Farms milk, flavored milk, cottage cheese, yogurt, dips, sour cream, and 100% Florida orange juice all provide lots of protein, vitamins, and minerals for the game or day-to-day activities. Choose farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products at your grocer or convenience store dairy case to stay in the game.
Halftime for the Tornadoes as they find themselves down to the Mount Vernon Rams 40-0. We'll get you some scores here. Triad leads Mattoon at halftime 14-0. Charleston tied up with
Tornado Nation. I'm Riley Sims. And I'm Ella Hohenstein. And we're here live for our first football game at Mount Vernon and our first production away for TommyTV. We're super excited to be here tonight. But we had a rocky start. But we're hopefully going to turn that score around and bring a win for our home at the home for Tornadoes.
TommyTV serving support from our community, some of whom are here tonight, for giving us the opportunity to be live streaming our first away game. Earlier this week, I had the chance to sit down with head coach Jeb Odom, and we discussed the team and his expectations for tonight's game. Let's take a look.
Hello, Tornado Nation. I'm Riley Sims, and I'm here with the head coach of our football team, Jeb Odom. So, how do you think that the purple and gold scrimmage has helped you prepare for this upcoming game this week?
Well, anytime you can get the kids under the lights, you know, that's the moments they've been waiting for, with a huge crowd out in front and the lights come on and the scoreboard going and the music and the band, all the cheerleaders and dancers and all those, you know, anytime you can get them another experience with that, to get them to calm their nerves down and get them ready for week one. I think that's probably the biggest thing. You know, offensively, defensively, we did some things that we might do on Friday, but it's just getting the kids out there for one more experience and just one more chance to kind of cool their nerves to get us ready for week one.
Now, Barron is a sophomore, so he's an underclassman. How well do you think he's going to handle the pressure of being your starting quarterback this year?
Well, he's had to put up with me for a long time, so I think he'll do just fine. You know, the game plan's kind of geared to get everybody involved and have a solid running game to kind of take some of that pressure off. But, you know, having to put up with me for 13 years of coaching and playing quarterback, I think he'll be all right.
Speaking of underclassmen, your freshman team last year did a great job. How do you think they feel now that they are going to be playing JV and varsity? How do you think they're going to step up to that challenge?
Well, I think the older guys have really done a great job, the seniors and the juniors, of accepting those guys and helping them along the way. We've got 7 seniors, we've got 8 or 9, 10, 11 juniors, and they all know that they're part of their job is to get these young guys playing with them, because we need as much help as we can. So it's been a pretty good mix starting in December in the weight room with those guys accepting those sophomores and really challenging them to get in the weight room and to do things a little bit faster and have that greater sense of urgency. We think it's going to blend pretty well on Friday night, at least we hope so. But I want to thank the seniors and the juniors for really stepping up in their leadership and getting everybody ready to play on Friday night.
That's all I have for you. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, I just want to thank the community. I want to thank TommyTV. It's going to be an awesome atmosphere down in Mount Vernon. A very hard-fought football game, and hopefully we can come out with a W.
Go support your Tornadoes, Mount Vernon, this Friday. Go Tornadoes.
Apply today by visiting jobs.memorial.health. Memorial is an equal opportunity employer.
CNB Bank and Trust wants to save you time and money. With services such as bill pay and mobile banking, you can pay all of your bills in one place and check your account balances on the go. Never waste a minute of your time looking for a stamp or running different places to pay bills. Stop in and ask one of our friendly universal bankers for details, or visit us anytime at cnbil.com. CNB Bank and Trust, helping to open doors since 1854. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You've got a pretty full schedule. The last thing you need when you're buying, building...
Ladies and gentlemen, another big round of applause for your Mount Vernon Marching Rams.
We're closing in on 2 decades of successful closing, construction escrows, title searches, and title insurance services. Single-family home, farm, or business, avoid the headache. Choose Advanced Title Group in Taylorville. See us at advancedtitlegroup.com. Advanced Title Group, excellence with integrity, that's our policy.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Call me, Casey McClure, at McClure-Hubbard Insurance for all your insurance needs. 824-2266.
We can keep your farm growing. Jared Beckham here, Vice President and Chief Lending Officer at First National Bank in Taylorville. When it comes to agricultural lending, your lender should be as strong as the equipment it finances. We at the First National Bank in Taylorville have over 60 years of serving agriculture. We have a relationship with our customers, providing them credit for inputs, equipment, and real estate. See us today and let First National Bank in Taylorville work for you. Member FDIC.
High school football means lots of action up and down the field, touchdowns and cheering on your favorite team. You and your family need the nutrition and protein that farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products provide. Prairie Farms milk, flavored milk, cottage cheese, yogurt, dips, sour cream, and 100% Florida orange juice all provide lots of protein, vitamins, and minerals for the game or day-to-day activities. Choose farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products at your grocer or convenience store dairy case to stay in the game.
This is Jennifer Franken's daughter, Isabella. My mom's with the Kathy Garsh sales team at the Real Estate Group in Taylorville.
I'm Ellie Keel, Brian's daughter.
And I'm Ava, Ashley's daughter. Our parents work together to help you buy or
At
sell
this
your home
time,
in Christian County.
The
I know
president
my mom and her
of
team
the
have
Mount
lots of
Vernon Rams
experience in the real
Gridiron
estate
Club.
industry.
And they have a cool
Let me tell you, folks,
office
he was
right
a
on the square
heck of a
in
football
Taylorville.
player for
Come
the
see my
Mount Vernon
mom,
Rams
Brian,
back
or
in the early
Jennifer at the
70s.
Kathy Garsh sales
Robert
team.
Morrison
They're trusted, dedicated,
would
and
like
connected.
to award on behalf
Now's
of the
the time
Mount
to order
Vernon
your
Rams
new
Gridiron
23
Club.
vehicle or
Tonight's
choose
game
from
ball
over
to our
400 pre-owned
sponsor,
vehicles in our family dealership.
Andy
General
McMillan
Manager
of
Bill Pinkston
McMillan
here.
Construction.
You can now order
Thank you,
your
Andy.
All trucks, including the Refresh, Chevy Silverado, and GMC Sierra. Let us help you choose what 23 will work for you, or let us find your next pre-owned vehicle from our family of dealerships. And yes, we will still buy your vehicle, even if you don't buy from us. Your GM Superstore is Landmark at Taylorville. Online at landmarkattaylorville.com. And remember,
And welcome back to Taylorville football here in Mount Vernon, Illinois. Not a whole lot to write home about. It is all Mount Vernon here early, 40-0 in favor of the Rams here heading into the start of the third quarter. Got about 2 minutes before the third quarter starts, so we'll stay. Actually, we'll have the 3-minute warm-up, but we'll stay here for a little bit and talk a little bit about what's going on here. It all started with a quick kickoff return followed by one play that made it 7-0. And the Rams didn't look back. They did a quick onside kick, got that one, and raced down for another touchdown. That made it 13-0. They didn't even have 5 plays done. It was already 13-0. Yeah. And so they didn't look back from there. It's been all Rams from here. And if you're Taylorville, the biggest thing is when you look at this Taylorville team, they're young. Yes. And that, I think, is the story. If you are sitting at home and going, well, what happened? This team, what happened? The Tornadoes are young. I'm going to say it a billion times tonight, but the Tornadoes are young. You have a sophomore quarterback. You have very few seniors on this team. This is a very junior-heavy football team, and there's a lot of youth on it. And they're up against it tonight. We're going to bring you all the rest of the action. We'll have probably running clock here for a little bit here in this third quarter and fourth quarter. But you know, if you're Taylorville, don't get discouraged. That's the big thing that I want to pass along. This is a very young team. They still deserve your attention. And as I said, all of the Apollo Conference teams are not doing well.
No,
here in this early start.
Well, that's good for Taylorville.
That's good for Taylorville. Yes.
Yes, that especially because when it comes to playoff time to select those playoff teams, the selection committee is going to look at the Apollo Conference and say, okay, they all had a bad week one. We can kind of take that out. Now, if you're Taylorville, you might not come away with a win tonight, but you need to make the score look a little bit more appealing.
I need some points, please.
You need some points, and you need them pretty quick. That will be a running clock to start the third quarter because it is a 40-point deficit. Now, if Taylorville, who receives the ball to start the second half, can march down within the first 6 minutes of this running clock and score somehow, they'll be back in this momentum, and it'll stop that running clock at least until the fourth quarter.
If you are Coach Odom, what are you telling your boys at halftime?
Tackle, finish the play, keep fighting, and stay disciplined. Those are going to be the biggest things the Taylorville Tornadoes can do right now, but especially finishing the tackle. Defensively, I believe Jeff Odom would say that he's just didn't quite... He probably wouldn't be very happy with the tackling performance in the first half. So he wants to see that going forward.
Of course, now Vernon really running a triple option type offense. Their quarterback has 2 running backs behind him, sometimes even 3 running backs behind him. And all he does is choose, okay, if they're stacked up on the left-hand side, I'm going to go right. If they're stacked up on the right-hand side, I'm going to go left. Maybe I'll hold on to it myself. He's got plenty of options of what he can do. And Taylorville, for the most part, has not figured out how to stop this. So it's something that we're going to look at here going into this third quarter, Avery Cooper, is what adjustments can the Tornadoes make here at halftime?
Yeah, of course, Coach Odom has been around for a while. 12-year coaching Taylorville High School football, part of the graduating class of 1996. And if there's anyone that can figure it out, you know, he's found a lot of success with this program over the 12 years. I believe it will be Jeb Odom.
What were you doing in 1996?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I was 14.
I hadn't been thought of.
I was 14. All right. So we're going to get ready here for the start of football. We got 2.5 minutes left. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, third quarter action. Rams 40, Tornadoes nothing. We'll be right back right after this.
Operation Loaded Book Bag is on. The Christian County YMCA, in collaboration with Taylorville Memorial Hospital and Dinner Season with Love, will be collecting school supplies from August 1st through the 31st. If you bring in a bag of school supplies, the Christian County Y will waive your activation fee for new members. Supply list can be found by going to www.ccymca.org. The Y for youth development, for healthy living, for social responsibility.
Dr. Emily Smith here from Vision Source Taylorville, across from the high school. Summer is here. As you venture outdoors and on vacations, remember to protect your eyes from harmful UV rays with a new pair of sunglasses. And while you're picking out a new pair of shades for yourself, schedule your child's comprehensive eye exam before the new school year. Undetected vision problems can interfere with their learning. Go back to school in style and give your family's eyes the love they need. Schedule an appointment by calling 287-2020. Taylorville Vision Source, enhancing vision, enriching lives.
Building relationships, supporting the community, and service. These are things Country Financial stands for. We're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through town. We're neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the fabric of our community, including charitable organizations, sports, financial education, and civic organizations. Since we're already neighbors, let's get together and chat. Call me, Brandon Bible, your local Country Financial representative at 217-287-2332 to talk about the things that are important to you and how we can help you protect them.
And welcome back to Taylorville, Illinois. Brewers lead the Cubs in the bottom of the 6th inning, 1-0. The Illini take on the University of Wyoming tomorrow. It was a weird non-conference football matchup that I don't think too many people, if they played NCAA football 2023, I don't think too many people would pick Illinois versus Wyoming. I just don't see that as a top matchup.
Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty reasonable non-conference.
I mean, they're not that far apart, right? Like 10 hours.
It's a good non-conference matchup,
Yeah.
I'd say. From Wyoming, of course, from the Mountain West, and the Big Ten for Illinois.
And Northwestern takes on Nebraska in Dublin, Ireland tomorrow. That game kicking off at 11:30 local time. I think that is, let's see, they're 6 hours ahead. So that game will start at 7:30 in Ireland time. So a big matchup between the two NUs of the Big Ten. And Taylorville Tornadoes will receive here starting off this. We were trying to kill 30 seconds here as they were trying to figure out everything. They all set up the wrong way. Yeah. So the officials had to say, hey, whoa, 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 Taylorville, you're over there. Rams, you're over there. And now they're all set and ready to go. So we'll get going here with this third quarter action here and get started, get ready to go here for this third quarter. Taylorville Tornadoes excited to try to get things kicked off and get things going on a better foot here in this third quarter, finding themselves down 40-0. I want to thank our sponsors, Senior Citizens of Christian County, exclusive sponsor of the Taylorville Tornado Extra Point, and Screw's Coffee. Donate $10 for every Taylorville varsity football touchdown. So far, there has not been any. And here we go, third quarter underway as the kick is off to the left-hand side, short kickoff down to about the 25-yard line, and tries to run over a player for the Mount Vernon Rams, and does not go well, and he takes both of them out, and so Taylorville will take over at their own 32-yard line.
Clock is running, so Taylorville has to have a little bit of urgency. They don't want to burn too much clock. They want to be able to score quick to stop this running clock.
I just want to see some consecutive first downs. I'm a simple man. I'm not looking for a whole lot. I want to see what adjustments were made at halftime.
Just 4 for 12 on third down conversions in the first half for the Tornadoes.
I love you. You know that? So here we go. Back in the shotgun. Peels off to his right-hand side. Quick throw and catch. Hit hard, be able to hang on. And a good gain of about 7-8 yards on the receptionist, Finn Neiman. He's been our guy today. Neiman's been his hands have been absolutely fantastic today, Avery Cooper.
Slammed a lot to the ground, but able to hold on to it just about every time. It's hard to do when you hear footsteps to hang on to that ball.
So Taylorville will set up on a 2nd and 2, and we've had some opportunities. We've just been shut down every time we've come close. Another shotgun formation, handoff this time. Seth Hughes spins, gets hit, spins again, still on his feet, breaks through for the first down, and down to the 35. Or 45, excuse me. 45 of Taylorville.
And when you can get a first down gain of 8 through your pass play, it will open up your run game. I think Seth Hughes will be happy to see that.
Right, and if I'm Coach Odom, I'm saying, look, forget the score. Forget the clock, forget everything. Go out there and just get first downs. That's all I care about. Go out there and get first downs. I just want to see some success out there. So here comes Odom again. Again, shotgun this time. Lines up behind center in an audible. One wide receiver on each side. Looks to hand off, but once again, nothing going as the defense was in the backfield long before the play really was able to take off. And on that run was Ian McGrath.
Yeah, the moment that Odom handed that ball off, defense right there.
I'm just saying they've not been able to, and I tell you what, Judd Bates was absolutely phenomenal on there and able to keep the defenders off of him as much as he could. Another handoff, another false start on Taylorville. Plays dead before it even gets going, and that's an easy call to make, so Taylorville will back up 5 yards. And again, it feels like for every 2 steps Taylorville takes forward tonight, Avery, they've taken 3 steps back.
Yeah, and there's another penalty against the Tornadoes. The one advantage they've had tonight this evening, they have created a turnover, while Mount Vernon has not, although the Rams have been able to pick up that deficit with an onside kick.
I was going to say, I don't think that they're worried too much about it.
No.
But I tell you what, though, if you're Baron Odom, you're pretty proud of that interception, I bet. Another flag.
Yeah, this time a defensive player.
So it's not so legit. 5 steps forward, 5 steps back.
Yeah. Call it a false start on the defense. I don't know if I've ever heard of that one before.
Well, we had a false start on the defense last year that we all sat there and kind of.
Then he called it on the offense.
And now it's the penalty. I don't know what has been going on, but Taylorville will back up yet again, and now is 2nd and 21.
Oh man.
Boy, I am just not.
He called it on the defense too with his words.
All right. So I vowed that this half I will not say anything. So it's 2nd and 21. 8:07 left here in the third. Back to pass. Check down over to the 30-yard line. Up pass up to the first down marker and runs out of bounds. And in on that run was Seth Hughes. So Hughes peeled out to his left. Was able to pick up a quick, easy reception, run and bust his way forward for a first down.
That's what you want to see.
Or not first down, but back to the original line of scrimmage at the 10.
Taking a look at the replay. You get the snap, and that's the first read. You go over to the left side. That's all the time he had, but that's what you want to see for Hughes. Oh, what a move as he runs towards the sideline just beyond the original line of scrimmage. And a man for Mount Vernon limping.
So it's 3rd and 9 for the Tornadoes. And I tell you what, juked out on that play was number 44, Harry Rudolph. Rudolph slow to come off the field, but Rudolph absolutely got fooled on that one on a great fake out.
Yeah, he's hobbling off right now.
So he'll come off the field. And the clock will stop momentarily for that substitution. We've seen, again, when you see these first games, you tend to see a little bit more cramping just because the players just aren't used to being able to be that physical throughout an entire set of game, throughout an entire game. We see it every year. There you go. Shotgun formation. Oh, bunch of movement. And this time,
good luck sorting that one out.
I feel like everybody moved on that one. And again, like before, they're going to keep calling it on Taylorville. It's killing me. I just cannot believe that they keep calling these. They've been absolutely lining up as close as they can to that line. And once again, Taylorville just cannot catch a break tonight.
Well, and here's the thing, Leroy, is it feels like they're calling any sort of flinch on the offensive line, but they're not calling it when the defense flinches first, causing the offense to flinch.
Yeah.
And that's a defensive penalty.
Yep.
And they won't call that.
So it is 3rd and 14. Odom rolls off to his left. He's got to hurry up, though. Breaks one tackle, still on his feet. Now he cuts over to his left-hand side. He's going to run. Pushes forward down to the 49, and then pulled out of bounds at the 49-yard line. So gain of about 6, maybe 7 on the play, or gain of about 10 on the play, but it's still going to bring up like 4th and 4, 4th and 5 on that run from Hughes. The run from Odom, the play was dead. The guy got through, easily able to get to the backfield, but he juked him out and then just took off running.
That's off the left side where Will Blue mans the tackle position. 3-man.
So here we go, another throw over to the left-hand side and incomplete, intended for Colin Albright, and Albright once again slow to get up, and the ball went through his hands.
Big hit, launched it loose.
Turnover on downs. Taylorville tried hurrying up on that one to see if they could catch the Rams napping, and throw was just a little bit late. 5:46 left here in the third. The running clock makes things go a whole lot quicker after a kind of a slower first half, just due to all the point scoring.
Yeah, it's been a shootout for Mount Vernon. Taylorville offense has not found any success.
So here come the Rams again, this time from the Taylorville 49-yard line. That's where they'll start. 5:22 left, and the Rams, I would imagine, would slow things way down here and use up most of the most of the play clock before they snap the ball. We'll see if they hold true to that, as there is 22 seconds left on that game clock. 5:06 left here in the third. Triple option formation. McMillan hands it off, pushes over the left-hand side, trying to get forward. Nothing going for Nesbitt. He gets pulled way down and still on his feet, and finally the whistle blows it dead.
Yeah, that's some good defense to limit it, because it could have been a lot worse.
Well, Taylorville trying to, again, I think, move more and more defenders into the box. I think the old joke of they could probably put 15 or 16 guys in that box, and Nesbitt will still try to find a way to get some yardage. defenders, or these running back triple threat has been a pain to try to bring down.
Liam Hyatt with the stop.
Good job, Hyatt. So here we go again, filling up the box, pushes forward and run. Everybody moving forward and finally taken down over the right hash mark, gain of about 5. So 3rd and 2 from the 42-yard line. 3rd and 3 from the 43-yard line. So a big 3rd down here for the Tornadoes. 3rd and 3, 43. There's 3s all over the place. 350, 3rd and 3 timeouts for each team from the 43. I like it. I like it.
3:43 to go.
With 3:33 left here in about 5 seconds if they can get this up. I'm telling you, I love it. I love it. And there it is, 3:33. It's the little things in life, man. Hands off, Lincoln on the left-hand side. Finds a little bit of a hole, push forward, Nesbitt down to the 38-yard line. Enough for a first down, and Taylorville defense not able to get the stop there. Helping on that was Colton Gammons, who was able to, the big guy. Colton Gammons was who I was talking about. 6'4", 325 offensive lineman senior. He is a big guy in that offensive line. And when you have a running game like that, you need big guys in front of you to give you that extra protection and be able to push forward.
You might want to keep an eye on his 24/7 recruiting profile.
I'm telling you, he is a beast. He's quick, he's got speed, and now running over the right-hand side, finds a little bit of a hole, pushes through, and then taken down on that right-hand side, and trying to get a little bit of an opening there, and he does. Cade Beckmeyer in on the stop.
Good job too. That's a fresh defense Coach Odom cycled in. And on that very first play, you see them make a pretty decent stop after a short game.
So that was 2nd and 3 from the 30-yard line.
Cade Beckmeyer.
Cade Beckmeyer in on that stop, man.
Good job.
Cade getting in there and making a tackle. Tornadoes in business here, trying to make a stop. Rams trying to add on to a 40-0 lead with 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Focuses off to his left-hand side, pushes forward. Nesbitt down to the gain of about maybe 1, if that, on the play, as Thomas Gettings in on that stop, and Gettings was able to wrap him up. And Avery, I think we've seen a little bit better tackling here in this 3rd quarter.
So far from the Taylorville defense, you bet you have.
And something that I'm sure, I don't know if I would have wanted to be in that locker room at halftime. I can't imagine it would have been that comfortable.
Yeah, you can tell it struck a nerve with these Tornado football players.
Well, it's just not the Taylorville football that we've grown accustomed to seeing over the last couple of years.
Absolutely not.
So here we go. Defense lines up the box. Split running backs. Behind center, McMillan, another handoff. Nesbitt finds a hole on that left-hand side, pushes forward, still on his feet. No, that's not Nesbitt. That is Anthony Lash, their other big running back. And Lash gets down, gets the first down to the 19-yard line.
Right now, Mount Vernon taking as much time as they can and draining that running clock.
And that will probably be, no, they're going to, well, yeah, that'll probably be the last play here.
They'll need to run one more.
They'll have to do one more.
Just one more play in this 3rd quarter. Depends on when the referees set the ball, and they give them like 1 second.
There's 27. Yeah, they're going to have to do one more. Absolutely. And they will. So here we go. A little bit of about a 1.5 second gap. Yeah. There you go. McMillan behind center. Tries to get the defense off. Going to roll off to his right. Pushing forward is Jack Kessler. Kessler pushes forward on the right-hand side and gets a gain of maybe 1, maybe 2, and that will be the end of the 3rd quarter with the score 40-0. You're listening to WTIM, your information station. We'll be right back right after this.
High school football means lots of action up and down the field, touchdowns, and cheering on your favorite team. You and your family need the nutrition and protein that farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products provide. Prairie Farms milk, flavored milk, cottage cheese, yogurt, dip, sour cream, and 100% Florida orange juice all provide lots of protein, vitamins, and minerals for the game or day-to-day activities. Choose farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products at your grocer or convenience store dairy case to stay in the game.
Now's the time to order your new 23 vehicle or choose from over 400 pre-owned vehicles in our family dealerships. General Manager Bill Pinkston here from Landmark and Taylorville, your GM Superstore. You can now order your 23 model car or truck, including the Refresh, Chevy Silverado, and GMC Sierra. Let us help you choose what 23 will work for you, or let us find your next pre-owned vehicle from our family of dealerships. And yes, we will still buy your vehicle, even if you don't buy from us. Your GM Superstore is Landmark and Taylorville, online at landmarkandtaylorville.com. And remember,
the warm weather is here, and now is the perfect time to get those house projects off your to-do list. Hi, this is Blake Richardson at Nykus Floor Covering, letting you know that we are here to help you find the perfect flooring, shower, backsplash, or countertop to fit your personal style, to help you enjoy the indoors as much as you enjoy the outdoors. With our wide selection of choices in hardwood, carpet, waterproof luxury vinyl plank, laminate, and tile, we have something for everyone. Our friendly staff at Nykus Floor Covering in Taylorville will enjoy meeting you. Come in today. We can't wait to see you.
And welcome back to Taylorville Tornado Football. I caught myself. Mount Vernon Rams lead 40-0 over the Tornadoes here as we start the fourth quarter. Rams on top, playing on easy, it looks like out there, but the Taylorville Tornadoes playing much better defense here in this third quarter. Rams threatening here, though, in the red zone at the 17-yard line. 2nd and 10 as the fourth quarter gets underway, and not a whole lot to write home about in this game. There has been some bright spots for the Tornadoes, namely Finn Neiman, who has been a fantastic wide receiver. He's caught two catches, but both of them have been absolute bullets, and he's getting hit hard after he's made those catches.
You need someone like that.
So, McMillan fakes a throw, hands off instead. Nothing going. Taylorville defense stacking the box, able to pull him down in on that stop. William Blue, and Blue's first big pancake there as he was able to bring him down.
Big third down upcoming.
So 3rd and 3 again from the 11-yard line. They have to get to the 9 or 12-yard line. They have to get to the 9 to get it first. They're at the 12. But again, like Avery said a little while ago, you know, if you're Mount Vernon, you don't really need to do a whole lot here in this fourth quarter. Just run the clock down to about 10 seconds on the play clock. Go up there, do your play. But again, I mean, you can really afford to slow the game down now, up by 40.
Yeah, they are not rushing at all, and they shouldn't.
You don't have to. Taylorville, of course, only had the ball for one possession in that third quarter. Mount Vernon really doing their job of just slowing the game down.
This is their only possession of the second half so far.
So, everybody sets. Hands it off. Ball's loose. Fumble. Taylorville lands on it. Taylorville ball. Absolute fumble on there. Jack Kessler was the guilty culprit there as Kessler dropped it. Kessler, the 5'9" sophomore, did not hold on to the ball. Let's see, I didn't see who was able to come away with it.
Like an issue on the transfer here. He's trying to keep it.
No,
right?
yes.
And
yeah,
then the running back is saying, oh.
Yeah, Lakin Malding was who was the intended running back on that one.
He tried to take it away from the quarterback. The quarterback wanted to keep it himself, and just a bobble on the transfer.
So 2 turnovers for Taylorville and 2 takeaways from Taylorville.
Yes, so, and the offense has been pretty clean as far as the turnovers go.
So Taylorville will take over at their own 17-yard line. We'll see if they can't get a score here with 9:57 left in the game.
They've got a new running back, or a new quarterback in.
Is it Albright in?
No, it's not Albright.
No, it's not. It's
Caden Turpak.
Caden Turpak. We have Caden listed as just athletic and a DB. And a lot of those athletic Power 5, power guys can play multiple positions.
Yep, those athletes are very coveted in college football. You don't see it as much in high school football, but when you have one, you utilize them in any way you can.
I was an athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could talk about every single sport imaginable. I just couldn't play it to save my life. 9:48 left here in the fourth quarter, 40-0 in favor of the Rams.
Mind of a man.
Oh my goodness, I could have been great if I would have been about 7 inches taller and about 20 more pounds of weight. Instead, I was a scrawny little 5'8" nothing, 100-pound senior cross-country runner. Oh yes, so it's first and 10 from the 17-yard line. Tornadoes trying to get something going here. Again, we talked about Caden Turpak in at QB. Turpak wearing number 82 as he lines up behind center. Now we were told before the game started that this was Baron Odom's team going forward, and I think Turpak didn't even play any snaps at QB during the purple and gold game. But with the game out of reach, there's no sense in having your quarterback out there and give him a chance to get hurt or something.
Right, that's the idea right now, as you watch this handoff up the middle, trying to create some movement and confuse the defense, but they stay committed to their jobs and limit Taylorville to a 2-yard gain.
9:14 left. Turpak, one wide receiver on each side. Instead, hands it off, fakes over the right-hand side, pushes forward, and taken down. Game about 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. Big run up the left-hand side for Isaiah Ayton. Get some of our second-string guys in there to give them some chances to play.
Clock stops for a injured Mount Vernon player.
And with that, we'll take a quick 30 seconds. You're listening to WTIM, your information station. We'll be right back right after this.
Huge investment, probably the biggest of your life. Huge decision. Who's my realtor? Easy answer. Curvy Real Estate. Joe and his agents have been living, eating, and breathing this stuff for years. Curvy knows how important this process is to you. That's why your research combined with Curvy's knowledge, energy, and effort make a powerful partnership that'll land you in the home you really want. Buying or selling, you'll get the feeling Curvy's got your best interest in mind. Because they do. See them on West Springfield Road or online at curvyrealestate.com.
And welcome back to Mount Vernon, Illinois. Rams up 40-0, 8:37 left here. Injured player is off the field, and they'll continue to run that clock down, give Taylorville a little bit of a mercy here.
Yeah, it's 4th down, and for the Tornadoes, you gotta try to go for it, just because, I mean, you gotta find something to look at in the film room Monday and say, you know what, this was all right. You guys did pretty good here.
4th and 4, ball at the 22-yard line. Taylorville got to get up to the 26 to get that first down. We'll see what they do here.
Tornadoes 0 for 5 on 4th down.
Thank you, Avery. A beacon of hope here in this stark day. Turpak.
Got to get it one sometime, right?
Yeah, Turpak now looks over to his right, still having trouble figuring out what they want to do. And
2
now
seconds on the clock. They call timeout.
Timeout taken as time expires. Taylorville wanting to make sure that they get the right call on the field to run this play. Maybe could have been one of those things where they wanted to see what Mount Vernon did lining up defensive-wise, right?
Right, yeah, and at this point, too, it's you're just trying to find any sort of consistency in that offensive play calling.
Yeah.
And right now, the play callers right now, they're looking for anything that they can continue calling for their next game. That's really what Taylorville's focusing on right now. What can we improve on right now, in this moment, so we can move on to week 2?
Let's try to find those bright spots. 7:47 left here in the 4th quarter, 40-0. Big 4th and 4 from the 22-yard line. Taylorville has to get to the 26 to get a first down.
They're going to punt it away.
And now they've decided, you know what, it's not worth it. Let's just go ahead and punt.
Felt like maybe they tried a hard count.
That could be too. It's hard to do a hard count with a backup.
I hear you.
Blue to punt. Kick is up. Good snap. Good kick. Takes a weird bounce and it's going to play it. Does not get anywhere. And Taylorville right there. Not sure why Quinton Millsap didn't just fair catch it, but he tried making something out of it. Taylor was like, nah, I don't think so, brother.
No. Yeah, 2 different Tornadoes dragging by the ankle. One low, one high.
That's how you want to tackle. And tackling, of course, has been a big story in today's game. I think if you're Coach Jeb Odom, I don't necessarily know if when we interview him on Wednesday, if I even want to talk about it, because I think it's going to be a pretty sore subject for him this week, but tackling has absolutely been a fairly low mark for this Tornado team tonight, and I think it'd be fair to say I don't think I'm being too harsh by saying that.
And we're going to have to talk to him about it just to see what he thinks about it.
I know it.
And what he's going to do to get this team tackling.
Taylorville has a big game next Saturday against St. Edward. That is a 1 o'clock start, and that breaks off a big run to the right-hand side. Manages to get through all of the defenders, and that is Jaden Morales. And Morales gets taken down short of the end zone. Might have gone off on his own just to try to kill a little bit more clock. But Morales gets down to the 10-yard line as he was able to cut over on that right-hand side, a little bit of a shimmy over towards the right hash mark, and he was gone. Broke through 3 tackles, and nobody could catch him. Let's see what he does here. Gets down. Oh, he gets pulled down from behind in on the stop, and able to pull him down was Taylorville's Thomas Gettings. Gettings saving the touchdown on that one, and just kind of pulled him from behind, and close to a horse collar, but I think at the end of the day,
it was a clean enough game.
It was a clean enough game,
Yeah, they didn't feel like they needed to throw a flag on it.
Definitely got to be careful on some of those, especially with the risk of injuries. Hand on the left-hand side. He's got, oh my goodness, absolute great tackling, and now a flag comes in because of course it does. Good play over that left-hand side. Jaden Morales again trying to run over to the left. Taylorville all over him. And in on the stop was Colin Jansen. And not sure what the flag is, but maybe a hold as they're going to back up.
Yeah, they'll back up a little bit here.
Yeah.
Clock continues to run.
Also in on that stop was Jude Neiman. Neiman, big hit.
Yeah.
And Neiman was able to get in there and keep those guys from moving forward. And it'll be a long, the 1st and goal from the 23-yard line. 1st and goal from the 23. After the holding penalty against Mount Vernon. Rushes over the right-hand side. Finds a little bit of a gap, but gets hit. And in on the stop was number 57. That's Cash Foraker. Foraker on the stop. Jack Kessler was running back on that play. Foraker with a big stop.
Kessler ran into his own guy, his own blocker on that, and then Taylorville able to clean it up. 4.5 to go.
Cash Foraker making quick work on that one as he was able to wrap up in a kind of actually fairly decent tackle. 4:15 left here in the 4th quarter. 14-0 in favor of the Rams. As they are at the 19-yard line again. 2nd and 19 from the 19. So 2nd and goal from the 19. McMillan behind center. Fakes the handoff. Goes over to the left-hand side. It's not McMillan. It's, I apologize. There's a Malachi Mays as all of the second teams are in now. Another run over the left-hand side, and that'll bring up 3rd down. I want to thank you guys for listening and watching on TommyTV tonight, listening on WTIM. Greatly appreciate it. We'll be here all season long against Taylorville, taking on St. Edward next week at 1 p.m. That'll be a special start. I'll have all the action for you next Monday.
You have a special guest, don't you?
I have a surprise guest, yes. I'm not sure who it's going to be at this point, as the person that I thought was going to be there is going to be working, but we will have a surprise for you as Avery Cooper will have to go to Shelbyville next week.
Oh, I wish I was going to Shelbyville.
No. He's going to Indiana next week.
Basically, going to Red Hill, Illinois.
To cover a Shelbyville game, as we are a little bit short-handed next week. Another quarterback keeper over the right-hand side. That'll bring up 4th and 14 from the 14. So, or 4th and 13. So we'll surprise you with that color commentator guest next week. But yes, a absolutely a big game against St. Edward. Taylorville, of course, drove up to St. Edward last year, picked up a big win on the hands of Cameron Hines and Seth Hughes, who were able to pick up some big yardage last year, pick up a big win on the road. Mount Vernon, St. Edward looking for a little bit of revenge this year, and if Taylorville does not figure out how to tackle between now and next week, it might be a little bit of a rough game. Trying to run, oh man, big hit, finally pulled down, and ball pops out loose.
Tackle,
and then,
man.
Oh my goodness, that was a great tackle. Boy, in on that stop, multiple tornadoes, including Blake Doherty, Cash Foraker, And let's see who else was in on that stop. Waylon Wolf was in on that stop. Chucked it over the left-hand side, and
Cash Foraker.
Cash Foraker was the heavy hitter on that one. Foraker with some big stops on that one. My goodness. So it'll be turnover on downs, and Taylorville will take over.
No score
from
here
their
in the second
own
half.
9-yard line, as it's a battle of second teams. And hate to be that guy, but the Taylorville second team playing better than the Mount Vernon second team. That's right. I want to say it.
Well, in that case,
little
you just
small victories.
You got to somewhere in your mind, you got to be thinking, next year's got to be pretty fun. But we got a whole football season ahead of us. Lots of wins and still.
80 seconds left in the game. Rushes over to the right-hand side. Still on his feet. Cuts over. Spins right. And pulled down around the 16-yard line on that run. Caden Turpak carrying it himself. Pushes over and gets the gain of about 8 yards on the play. They'll bring up 2nd and 2 with 68 seconds left. Turpak.
By the way, a huge shout out once again to TommyTV, as they've been providing Leroy and me some excellent footage, including live replays. And what a cut there from Turpak.
Huge throw deep up in the air, nearly picked and falls incomplete, as it was intended for a couple tornadoes. Owen Yonker was in on that, but he wasn't. I don't think he was the intended receiver. I think Shea Champley was the intended receiver on that one, but it still fell incomplete, nearly picked off. And Turpak with a huge throw. And that's going to do it for us from here, as time is going to wrap up. Taylorville might be able to try one last play, and
here it is.
And they're going to go. Pushes forward, and coach is screaming to get back into formation and get ready to go here, as enough for a first down, but that's going to do it as time is going to expire. Taylorville is not going to have enough time to get another play off, and so that will do it for us from here. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll break down all the action, tell you how we got here, and make some highlights of around the rest of the season. Final score, Mount Vernon Rams 40, Taylorville Tornadoes nothing. We'll be right back. Listen to WTIM, your information station.
Operation Loaded Book Bag is on. The Christian County YMCA, in collaboration with Taylorville Memorial Hospital and Dinner Season with Love, will be collecting school supplies from August 1st through the 31st. If you bring in a bag of school supplies, the Christian County Y will waive your activation fee for new members. Supply lists can be found by going to www.ccymca.org. The Y for youth development, for healthy living, for social responsibility.
Whatever temperatures this summer brings, your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer is ready to help. Your dealer is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills, and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new cooling system, your local Bryant dealer will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. Schedule an appointment today by calling Blakely Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing at 824-4684. That's 824-4684. Bryant, whatever it takes.
High school football means lots of action up and down the field, touchdowns and cheering on your favorite team. You and your family need the nutrition and protein that farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products provide. Prairie Farms milk, flavored milk, cottage cheese, yogurt, dip, sour cream, and 100% Florida orange juice all provide lots of protein, vitamins, and minerals for the game or day-to-day activities. Choose farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products at your grocer or convenience store dairy case to stay in the game.
And we'd like to wish our friends from Taylorville a safe drive home tonight.
Looking for a new career? I would love to speak with you. General Sales Manager Bill Pinkston here from Landmark at Taylorville. We are growing and need to add to our sales and service team. We offer benefits, vacations, and a competitive compensation package. Stop in today, fill out an application. I would love to speak with you. Enjoying our successful family. And remember,
Building relationships, supporting the community, and service. These are things Country Financial stands for. We're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through town. We're neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the fabric of our community, including charitable organizations, sports, financial education, and civic organizations. Since we're already neighbors, let's get together and chat. Call me, Brandon Bible, your local Country Financial representative at 217-287-2332 to talk about the things that are important to you and how we can help you protect them.
Impact your community and your career. Certified medical assistants are an essential part of the patient care experience. Join a team that values all you bring to work and gives you what you need to succeed. Memorial is now offering increased pay rates, sign-on bonuses up to $5,000, and education assistance for your career growth. Apply today by visiting jobs.memorial.health. Memorial is an equal opportunity employer.
CNB Bank and Trust wants to save you time and money. With services such as bill pay and mobile banking, you can pay all of your bills in one place and check your account balances on the go. Never waste a minute of your time looking for a stamp or running different places to pay bills. Stop in and ask one of our friendly universal bankers for details, or visit us anytime at cnbil.com. CNB Bank and Trust, helping to open doors since 1854. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You've got a pretty full schedule. The last thing you need when you're buying, building, or refinancing your home is a headache over title issues. Hi, this is Jeff Robinson with Advanced Title Group in Taylorville. We're closing in on 2 decades of successful closings, construction escrows, title searches, and title insurance services. Single-family home, farm, or business, avoid the headache. Choose Advanced Title Group in Taylorville. See us at advancedtitlegroup.com. Advanced Title Group, excellence with integrity, that's our policy.
And welcome back to Taylorville Tornado Football. Final score, Rams 40, Taylorville Tornadoes nothing. Some scores really quick around the league. Muhammad hanging on for a 51-14 victory over the Morton Potters. Lincoln coming away with a 28-0 win over Clinton. Everybody else, though, kind of suffering. Triad beat Mattoon 35-8. St. Teresa leads Effingham 18-0 here, and Taylorville, of course, falling 40-0. Those are your scores around the Apollo Conference. For the Tornadoes, not a whole lot to write home about if you are Coach Jeb Odom and the Taylorville Tornadoes. Baron Odom looked a little bit shaky coming off to a start, but he was down 14-0 before he even could settle in, Avery.
Yeah, before he could even take a snap at the helm of his team, and already down, as you mentioned, off a big kickoff return to start the game, and then a run on the very first play for Mount Vernon for 53 yards, put them up 7-0, and then a onside kick on the very next play really took the wind out of the Tornadoes' sails as Mount Vernon cruised on to a 40-0 hitch-out win.
Yeah, and just not a whole lot to write home about today as the Tornadoes really, really struggled to get out of the gate. One area that they really, that's one of those things where you're really just not able to, you don't have a whole lot to write home about, right? You just have to, you know what, throw it all away. Yeah. Let's start off fresh against St. Edward next week and just go back to square one, because there's not a whole lot to really take home from this game.
Yeah, well, either way, what a big shout out to the TommyTV crew, as they've provided a lot of great shots throughout this evening, providing all the scoreboard updates and everything they've done on a road game, albeit not as successful as the first time they did it with the Taylorville High School 7th grade girls basketball team, or junior high school 7th grade girls basketball team. But, you know, and you got to give a lot of thanks to those watching on TommyTV's stream right now, to that man right there.
Neil Hohenstein. Yeah, good job, Neil. Proud of you, brother. All right, that's going to do it for us from here. I want to thank you all for listening today. Thanks again to TommyTV for all of your help, and to everybody back at WTIM. Really appreciate everything. We're going to be back here again next Saturday. Pre-game starts at 12:40, 12:45, give or take, depending on how long of an interview we get with Coach Odom this week. But we'll be talking to him on Wednesday about what happened and what we have to look forward to. Another big non-conference game against the St. Edward Green Wave. That's right, we played the Green Wave twice this year, Avery.
That's
Cooper.
right, just like last year. Right.
So that game will be next Saturday again, 12:40, 12:45 is when we'll have pregame. I want to thank you all for listening. We'll be back home for hopefully a little bit of a better result against St. Edward. All right, it's going to do it for us from here. On behalf of Avery Cooper, my name is Leroy Clamola. I'd like to thank you all for listening. Fantastic rest of your evening. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back on Monday as we have more great show coming for you on Monday morning. All right, we're going to do it, and we'll have a great rest of your night. We'll talk to you later. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
You're watching TommyTV.